Well, that's magical. Oh
Did I
my
just
goodness.
start? Did I just start your morning off right?
Buddy, you kickstarted my morning in the pants harder than Motley Crue.
Do I know what will get Casey started in the morning better than coffee?
Do you ever? You can kickstart my heart like no other.
Well, let's get this show kickstarted. Good morning, everyone. Welcome. This is the SnobNation Morning Drive Live Show. I'm your host, Mick Manhattan. Of course, joined as always by my partner on this magic carpet ride, my co-pilot, Casey, the Madman, Plot.
Thank you, everyone. Good morning, everyone. You magnificent human beings. Mick, you look fantastic as always, my friend. It's wonderful to see you. How are you feeling this morning?
Pretty good, actually. Not too bad. Like, I got a good night's sleep last night. I think because what I just told you, there's like a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
And let's just, I'm not going to say anything, of course, right now, but let's kick it off because I know Radar's watching and he'll love this, and whoever else is a part of Carolina Fear Fest. Tonight at 8, we have a very special live episode for Friday the 13th. Of it's sort of the state of the con for Carolina Fear Fest. The whole episode is brought to you by and we're going to be talking horror. We're going to be talking the festival. We have a very special guest announcement tonight that you will exclusively only hear on the show before they announce it on Monday through Carolina Fear Fest. So
you have to watch to be in the know.
That's right. And I'm not just going to I'm going to slip it out there casually at some point. So it's not going to be that, well, I'll just skim through the show. No, you got to watch. You got to know.
Because we'll be talking about things around the thing, but we will not actually discuss the thing but once. And you'll have to watch very closely to catch when we actually say it.
I thought it would be funny if we put like a trivia out there.
Mm-hmm.
And if they got the questions right, if they went 5 for 5 or 10 for 10, then it's we'll tell you.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah. We can do that through the Discord.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'm excited. But we are on this show right now, the SnobNation Morning Drive Live Show, and it is Friday the 13th. Casey, how are you, my friend?
I'm marvelous for this Friday the 13th. I officially have gotten a promotion at my job.
Nice.
So that's pretty cool.
He is now the head custodian.
I am. I'm the top dog janitor. I can get my own broom. It's really sweet. It's really cool. I've got a mop bucket that actually has my name tag on it. Pretty stoked.
He is the head custodian for the Mark Anthony (parentheses). Yes, Jennifer Lopez's Aunt Mark Anthony Elementary School, and we couldn't be prouder of him.
Yep. Thank you.
Could you imagine that was a school?
I believe it is. I feel like somewhere in the world that exists.
Oh, it should. If it doesn't, it should exist for sure.
Exactly.
But guys, man, I am excited. But there are some sad news last night. And that was, we found out that the passing of Lisa Marie Presley, daughter of Elvis Presley, of course, and Priscilla, has passed away, which is, it's very sad news. And it's days after being at the Golden Globes with Austin Butler, who played her father in the movie. So it's just want to say rest in peace.
It's a real bummer, man. She's 54.
Yeah.
I mean, her son's tragic story from a couple years back, that was brutal. But she still, survived by her 3 daughters.
Yes.
Now, rough stuff, man. That's a bummer.
It's so weird to me. I almost said funny, but it's not really funny as much as it's just quirky or weird. That it's 2023. Now, she was married to Michael Jackson, right? Or was she dating Michael Jackson?
No, she married Michael Jackson. She was
marry
married
him.
to him. She was married to Nicolas Cage for a brief period of time. And then
I remember the Nicolas Cage too, but it's so crazy to me to think that like in 2023, that was so long ago.
Right? I mean, that was
90s.
Remember the Time era.
Yeah.
For Michael Jackson, for MJ, because You Were Not Alone. That was the jam.
You Were Not Alone. That's right.
That was it. Yep.
When he had the short hair. No, it's so crazy to me to think about that and just think like how long ago that was, you know?
Yeah.
Because that was pretty significant, like pairing.
Oh, that was huge. It was huge news everywhere. That was a monster thing. And it was always that whole, like, is it real? Is it just for the publicity? Like,
yeah,
that was an odd time. And Lisa Marie, for like a good 20 years, couldn't open her eyes all the way. So
she had but she had that thing like her father had where like, he had like that smoldering look, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. She did have the smoldering look, without a doubt.
Yeah. She looked, it's so weird. She looked in the right lights, like you're like, you are Elvis's kid.
Oh, without a doubt.
But then like you could just be like, you're Priscilla's kid too, though. Like you can see it, like there was like a perfect healthy mix there of both of them.
I mean, from pictures in the past, unfortunately, surgery has altered exactly what they look like now. You can't.
Right, that's fair.
Nowadays isn't a good comparison because they just look like whatever their surgeons wanted them to look like. But
it's Bruce Campbell's character from Escape from LA.
Exactly. That doctor. Oh man.
Oh my god, it's the best. Chris says, "Morning Snob."
What's up,
I'm
Chris?
actually home up this one. Yeah, we're happy with this, man.
Sweet.
Radar, of course.
Yeah, morning Radar.
Seems like I asked about that on Sunday. I think which one were we talking about?
About us doing the show for Friday the 13th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did. You inspired us, Radar. Hell yeah, Carolina Fear, dude.
Yeah.
If I could just say, because we had our first meeting with CFF last night, and I'm not giving away anything. Nothing's being given away. You gotta watch it. But actually, one thing's being given. We will be doing a special show for CFF, on their content and such, every month. So we're going to be having like a state of the con every month.
Get everybody pumped up, get you geared up, get you up to snuff on all the latest announcements and everything that's fit to print and all the news that you need to know.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun, and we have lots of fun stuff in store. So I'm kind of hoping for a Walking Dead theme this year. I am not. I know you're watching it, Chris, and I'm so happy for you. But at the same time, like I saw your post where you were talking about, I got to finish it before you get there, and I almost was like, don't. Just don't. Just give up now. It's that show, I swear to God, from beginning to end, because even the end that had the very last episode that had a very optimistic tone to it. Did you
finish it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I'm shocked, man. I stopped at war.
Oh, no. Okay. No. Let me stop you there. After Rick left, I continued on for a little while, and I was like, I'm done. I can't physically get there.
Right.
And then I was like, I can't watch that many seasons, because it went from that was like season 8.
Dude, I mean, you went further than I did. I went as far as Carl getting bit, and I got angry and just didn't go back. I was like, nope.
That's fair. That's very fair.
Carl's out. I'm out. I'm done. That was finally when I was like, I've had enough. You've dragged me through this. I'm out.
I was so annoyed by that too. But it drives this show. The show never. Okay, I'm trying to find the right adjectives and verbs to describe the show, and it's just not happening. Other than morose, it's just morose.
It's sad.
Even in the last episode, showed you. They're tying things up, loose ends and such, but so much is left open because there's going to be like 9,000 spin-offs with all different stars from the show, and I'm like, yeah, that's the worst, because now nothing, you're not tying up all the loose ends.
There's no real resolution. Exactly. And after having such a bleak show with just such a sad, terrifying outlook, which is great though. I mean, there's a part of the fun to it, but it's fun for a little bit, like season 5. The trudging season, where we lose like half the cast because people split up, and you're not supposed to split up, because when you split up, you die. So that was That was pretty ridiculously hard to get through. And that was one of my stopping points. And then I had to wait like 5 more seasons to get caught back up and be like, all right, I'll try again.
Yeah.
It's a hard show. It's a great show. I'm not putting it down. I'm not saying it's a bad show. But I can't commit to that much sadness and just horrific outlook the whole way through. I'm like, there's no positivity here. Everyone's dead. Everyone's going to die. Yeah. Everyone's just walking dead. This is just horrifying. It's just bad.
And if they don't die on the show, you know they're ending up on another show with more sadness.
Exactly.
And there's just nothing is happy about it. And that's the problem. And that's why when I had to leave, and I was like, but I did watch the final season because I was like, I want to see how it ends. I needed, you know how like if you read a really crappy book, but you're like, I at least want to know what happens.
I gotta finish it. Yeah, no, if I'm over halfway through a book and then like it changes and I'm like, hate the tone now. They did something stupid. Yeah, I still have to finish it.
I can't. Yeah, it's
completionism.
Even if I jump forward, like I don't do that often, and that's not. I can say maybe once or twice I've done that, but it's like I need to know where it goes. So I did, and I was like, this isn't making me any happier. Like there's no resolute. I was like, it's still just sad. It's just this whole show is just sad.
Yeah, I mean, Fear the Walking Dead was that way for me too because I loved that show, loved it, and then around I think season 4 or 5, they started killing off characters left and right, and I was like, what in the hell? And like Madison was gone for a whole season. I was like, what is going on? And I just stopped. I was like, yeah, I mean, they added Garrett Dillahunt, who's amazing, and Morgan is obviously awesome. Lenny James, but
I love him.
Fantastic. But yeah, I was just done after they just have to kill off characters. And I'm like, we watch 3 seasons of these characters, maybe more, fight, struggle, and succeed, and just claw to keep scrapping and going forward. And then they're going to die anyway.
The main character. They were the ones that started it.
Yeah.
It started with them, and they completely just abandoned that entire family. So I had to walk away from it for my own mental health.
Yeah.
So I guess my advice to you, Chris, is abandon Walking Dead now and watch Doctor Who.
Watch Doctor Who, and also watch Starship Troopers, because Seth Gilliam he's in that, and he'll be at the Carolina Fear Fest, and he's your Walking Dead connection. But it's Starship Troopers way better. It's a far better medium. You don't need
watch The Wire.
Yeah. Then watch The Wire, where he's a good cop. He's less dirty.
He's eccentric. I don't know. I'm just gonna say something. Chris says, "Congratulations, you deserve it on the promotion. Good job,
thanks, buddy.
Dude, I'm gonna come now that you're gonna be a manager. I'm gonna come to your job and just hang out there. And just be like, I'm friends with the manager. It's cool.
You should. So, yeah, that'll absolutely work.
Yeah, HR won't get mad at all.
Nah, they'll be fine.
I'm telling you got to hire me back as your consigliere.
There you go. I create a new position. Look, I need a consigliere who's basically just going to be able to walk around to people. And I'm going to my whole job is now to just sit at a giant desk. Your job will to go around and be like, hey, you were asked to do this, and it might behoove you to ensure you complete this task rapidly.
like the big old oak desk that he sits behind in The Godfather. That's your desk, and huge 100%.
Chair.
It takes up half the room.
It would.
And it
would take up the whole back half of the room.
I'm gonna bring the Watergate desk to your job.
Yes.
And for anybody who doesn't know, I have a desk from the Watergate in my home. My father-in-law bought it before he bought it from the Watergate randomly because they were selling furniture when they renovated. And this is the 80s or 90s he bought it. Yeah. So it was there from the whatever Kennedy did. Not Kennedy, Nixon.
One of them.
I corrected it. They're all bad.
You did. You caught it. It's cool.
They're all bad. Look at all the indiscretions of presidents, right?
Oh, please. The list is long and distinguished, much like Mike Johnson.
like insanity. Like when everybody's like Nixon's the worst, just like, yeah, I mean, I'm not defending.
He's the one who
him.
got caught.
He's the one who
Let's
got
be
caught.
very
like,
clear. He's just the one who was dumb enough to get caught. That's what it was.
Like we're mad at Louis C.K. and that's fine, but Lyndon B. Johnson did that a lot.
From Texas. So it's not like Lubbock is against his free and clear from this. Yeah.
Like Lyndon B. Johnson was supposedly like the Harvey Weinstein of the White House.
Amazing. I actually just finished She Said this morning.
What did you think?
I loved it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good. I don't think it was Spotlight level, but it was good.
No, it was not Spotlight level, but it was right there. It just kept missing something. Bombshell. I'm kind of bummed that it took me so long to watch that one because that one was fantastic.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But again, it's like She Said. There's something. Right. It's just something missing.
Yeah,
like I think Spotlight had.
I'm going to be honest with you. I think part of it is the fact that Spotlight talks about a violation of every person versus those Bombshell and the sexual harassment stuff being against women. It's perpetrated against women. And it hits different. You know what I mean? For me, it hits me from, he can disappear is what he can do. So to continue on that portion of the conversation, you'll have to buy us on Patreon. No, that would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Just have to cut over.
I hate my mouse, dude.
Mid-conversation, we're just like, nope. And now if you want the rest of that conversation, join us on Patreon so we can finish this chat.
Sorry, Casey. I don't agree.
You're a jerk. But I really like what she said in Atomic Blonde, and it hits different being a father of a daughter. I have that sort of consideration now. It's just natural. It's like, wow, and my eyes being opened every day to more and more and more just how pervasive it all is. So it's fascinating to watch, but it doesn't hit the same way Spotlight did.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's like the degree of what it is, like, because you are dealing with people like, and they're showing a lot of pictures of kids, and I think once you see kids, it hits hard.
Yeah,
and I get it. For me, I think what it was missing was when I'm watching it is Spotlight for some reason had a really good job of showing you every aspect, like the beating down the doors, things like that. Like they really went in depth with it. And I think because they had such an eclectic cast in that movie, of like like you have the Michael Keaton who's just he wants to push Spotlight, get this story, things like that. And then you have Lee Schreiber, who's kind of like he
wants to push it too. He's the motivator behind it.
He's the motivator behind it.
But he's saying if you believe this, go get it.
Calm about it. Whereas then Rachel McAdams is out there, she's trying to, there's something about the tone for me.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
She Said was really good.
Great.
And also they didn't make it about, it's hard to say. They didn't make it about the crime.
Right. They made it about Spotlight was about the crime, but you were also about who
was more about the perpetrators.
Right. Yeah.
They focused on, it wasn't like a gotcha, like the Catholic Church. It was like they're focused on it and being like, this is an abuse that's been going on for so long. We're going to focus, the spotlight's on you.
Yeah.
Not on the victims.
Right.
They are many, and we're going to tell their stories.
It's gaining the victim's story to go actually on the offensive. Whereas with the Weinstein stuff, it's uncovering all of these tales. And I think it's also a little different because with She Said, we followed that much more closely. So the things I saw from that is same thing with Bombshell. The things I saw were just corroborating news reports that I followed the whole time. So it's fascinating to see how it all worked out. And I did read that very article that this was about. So it's a wonderful story. And the acting is so good. Dude, Andre Bauer absolutely brings it. Zoe Kazan was phenomenal. Lola Pettigrew Catherine Leon. Wait, where is she? No, Carey Mulligan. That's who I meant. Carey Mulligan.
Yeah.
Carey
Sally
Mulligan,
Sparrow.
that's the other actress. Yeah, Sally Sparrow. Yep. So freaking good. And seeing her like a little more grown up too, in this more, how do I say it? More almost like the honored, the mature reporter. You know, the seasoned reporter, the one who's more of the hardcore analyst out there getting it. The hardliner was fantastic.
Have you seen Promising Young Woman?
I have not actually.
You
No.
should. You should. And that's the craziest part, because like I have a comparison here. It's not the same. Carrie Mulligan is in it, of course. She plays the friend of a victim of these men, and she's seeking revenge. So like it's like a revenge tale. It's very good. You should watch it if you haven't. It actually kind of like reinforces what I'm saying about Spotlight versus like She Said, or what was the other one we were talking about? Bombshell.
Bombshell.
It's like I said, it doesn't focus on the victim. You know, and not saying that it shouldn't tell the victim's story.
Right.
But the tone changes completely when you're saying, okay, when they're out there in Spotlight, everything, and it's almost like Zodiac is like this too. Like I put Zodiac in the Spotlight. The investigation isn't about putting it out there. It's about searching the truth. Right. And She Said is more about damning Weinstein, which I'm completely good with. It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. And you should. But that's the tone shift. That's the big thing for me.
Anything with investigative reporting has got me. You know, I'm going to be hooked the whole way. One of my favorites recently, Luckiest Girl Alive. You know, Mila Kunis crushes it in that movie, and that's a wonderful, much more of a Spotlight feel. It's got the atmosphere that Spotlight was able to build. It kind of has that different tone, that different setting. I enjoyed what they did with that. Obviously, different stories, and the cast. You know, it's not an investigative journalist; it's a documentary crew. So a little different, but long and short of it, she said was great. I highly recommend.
They're not real, but if you like them, if you like investigative journalism movies, well, have you ever seen All the President's Men?
Oh yeah. Oh gosh, it's great.
Okay, well that was just one, but that wasn't one of the ones. Watch The Paper, Michael Keaton.
Amazing.
It's more comedic, but it's a good investigation piece.
It is. Yep.
And watch Mean Season with Kurt Russell.
Well, Hugh and Mean Season, man.
I love that movie.
Love that freaking
It's such a good little like thriller horror, not really horror, but like more horror thriller.
Yeah,
and he is so good in it. I love.
Yeah, oh, he's phenomenal in it. And it's nice because it's a very different role for him. So I love seeing him in that.
Sturdy's here. What's up, Sturd?
Hey, Sturdy.
I love that picture of you, Sturd. Yes, listen, put yourself in happy mode and watch Wednesday. That's a lot of fun. A lot more fun.
Oh man, Wednesday's wonderful. I'm so happy you finished it.
I am. I really enjoyed it. I love it. And there's so much that happened in it that I'm like, come on, really? I didn't want to see that happen.
Oh, one of my favorite Friend stories, I think, ever. I think they just crushed it.
Yeah, it was Enid and Wednesday are a terrific pair. They're not the Scene Snobs, but they're terrific.
Well, they're close. You know, if anyone's going to be on screen as close as we are, and not be Riggs and Murtaugh,
Fred and Barney.
Well, Fred and Barney actually might be the most fitting.
Dale, what's up, buddy?
Morning, Dale.
Yeah, I gave up on Fear the Walking Dead after the hotel season.
See, I kept going, man. I gotta say, the hotel season was all right. It was the fourth season. That was the one that got me. Oh, thank you.
I'm not saying it, Sturdy.
Sturdy's saying congratulations to me.
Yeah, our friend
Sturdy, who's proud of us.
Oh my God.
Our BFS. He's the only BFS we got.
BFS.
Only one BFS.
I know people in Jersey get it done.
Yeah, that's literally what it would be. I would be sitting there like, all right, I need these reports taken out, and whenever we can get this situated, can you get an audit prepped for us? And all of a sudden, Mick just walks over with a hammer, and he's like, "Hey, boss says you need to get this done. This needs to get moving along."
What'd you say? You're shitting me right now? Are you speaking to me in tongues? Because I'm about to slam yours down on the table.
You telling me you're sick? Like because you can't do this?
there's at least one head there that if he was like, oh, I can't do it, I gotta do this, like, yeah, that hammer would drop.
That's not an effective management style.
I'm not a manager.
That's why you're the consigliere.
Casey was almost late this week, so I dropped the hammer on his dick. Put it on the table. You know what happens now.
That was last week, and that's why my finger's fine. No, it's recovering. It's okay. It's all right. It's a lot better than it was.
That was so well planned, but we didn't plan it.
Exactly, right?
Oh,
it's
my
okay.
God.
I mean, I know we didn't plan it because I didn't realize you were really going to hit me. You said trust you, and I did.
Hey, you were here on time this week, weren't you?
Good.
Chris says we need sturdy at Fear Fest. Mick, make it out. Yeah. I wish I could. He has a very important life event happening.
He's going to be late for a very important date. He's going to white rabbit away from us.
Let's say that. That's racist.
Our BFS is going to white rabbit.
No, we would love to have Sturdy. Sturdy's the man. But yeah, you may see a lot more Sturdy soon. So I'm just gonna leave it there.
All right.
And leave it there for John's here. What's up, John?
Hey, John. How you doing, bud? What's up, buddy?
So guys, today, remember, 8:30, we're gonna ask a trivia question. The first two people to get it right in the comments, you get to come on at 9:30 to play. Was that quote from a serial killer or a movie?
Oh, buddy. And you might get messed up because there might be a serial killer in a movie, and that's who we'll be quoting. But guess what? It's still from a movie.
That's right.
Hey, I got a wild one for you, bro. So with the Golden Globes,
let me show the prize. Let me show the prize.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
No, you're good. It's our old Rat Pack picture that was hanging in our old studio's bathroom. So
yep, and seeing as
how we'll sign it.
I was going to say, yep, we'll be over there tonight, and we will sign that puppy.
So now, what were you saying, dude? I want to hear what you have to say.
Oh, Evan Peters. So the Golden Globes happened this week, which are a thing. Yes. There was who was it? Evan Peters won for his Jeffrey Dahmer portrayal.
Yeah.
Yes, there is currently a lot of outrage about that. And I'm kind of curious what you think about that. I've got some feelings on it, and I want to know your feelings on it.
I think it's hypocritical because how many, I know it was real. Mm-hmm. I know Jeffrey Dahmer was a real person. Now, here's where I think their outrage should lie, is the TV show overall, you think about it, and you're like, I get when the victims' families and things like that were like, why are you reliving this? Why does it have to be so graphic?
Yeah.
Things like that. Like, why do we have to go that far? I feel like it's just, this is one of those things where it's like, we're not that far removed from it. So like when you made it could fall under poor timing, and it did. My biggest thing was like, it became a Halloween costume. It became you made this thing thinking, hey, we're going to make a great show, but you never understand the ramifications of what that does, because now it becomes popular in popular culture. You popularize Jeffrey Dahmer.
Serial killers. Yeah, I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer, not just serial killers in general, someone who was pretty gnarly in the way he murdered and mutilated and what he did.
But how do you not get mad about like My Best Friend Dahmer movie and graphic novel that came out that sort of sympathizes who Jeffrey Dahmer was and how he grew up, but you get mad at this showing how much of a monster he is. He played a part. I don't put it on Evan Peters. He went out and he played a part, and he played it well, and he won an award for it. Fine. I'm not really outraged by it because I'm like, they've done it before, they'll do it again. There's something about serial killers that everybody loves. Like, you may be one of the victims or something like that, and I feel for you, and it's disturbing to have to watch that, but you don't have to watch that. Well,
Dahmer's victims don't really have to watch anything.
No, I meant the families.
Oh yeah.
Don't you dare throw me under that bus. I have a hammer.
Yeah, I know.
Is that the other hand?
No, it's the same one, but it's over here now.
I'm just like, oh, I'm like, wait, did I hit both?
This hurt so bad this morning. I literally did this about an hour before. Well, so 2.5 hours ago.
Oof.
Yeah,
Listen.
I was putting the little PDUs we put on, and there's a little piece that kind of guides them. So I was trying to make sure it was in the right spot, and it went in perfect. And I was like, great, shunk, and took off half my finger. It was just flapping and bleeding. It's awesome.
But he fixed it with a Band-Aid, everyone.
Yeah, it's fine. You clean it out, you just rinse it, put some alcohol on it, and then just
It'd be so
wrap
funny.
it.
Not really funny, but yeah, very funny. If like it was just the Band-Aid, but just like blood down your.
I did a great job, everybody. It's fine. I don't know why there's ketchup everywhere.
I can go to the doctor at 10 a.m. when the show's over.
Doctors are hard to get you. You know
Chris
what's great about insurance?
He became Dahmer in that show and it was great in it, but the aftermath was sickening.
Oh, great. Yeah.
I just didn't want, I don't care. Like for me personally, I didn't watch Dahmer because I don't care about Dahmer. And it's nothing like I didn't watch the Jeremy Renner version. I did watch My Best Friend Dahmer, but I watched it because I think my wife wanted to watch it.
Yeah, but there's also way cooler serial killers. I mean, Jeffrey Dahmer was boring. Give me a cooler one, right? Gosh.
Yeah, it was stupid glasses and stuff. Like
right. I mean,
he's dead. I can say that.
The best part about him was, being able to be shown in the Psycho Killer music video by the Talking Heads.
I'd rather it be without him.
Really? Who would you rather have? Ed Gein?
No, we don't have to have a real one. There's plenty of good movie psycho killers that you can make a montage for that.
Like the golem that is Jason.
Edit that song, all like the awesome horror movie kills.
But just have it all. Yeah, Michael Myers is on the bus, just staring out the window.
It's all the boring stuff they're doing.
Yeah,
it's all you cut all the boring stuff.
I want Leatherface changing a tire.
It's literally every time Jason walks because it's either walking or he's doing something creepy or murdering. So it's just
then fishing.
It's like, can we get like video of like Freddy just sitting there, like him playing the video games in number 5? He's like, good graphics. It's just the mundane stuff they do.
I love it. Yes.
And Casey, you can't deflect a car when your hand is hurt. Yes, you can.
Corn. I will test that theory.
It's got
ultimate fan experience.
Oh my God. We can't go back to North Carolina.
I think my food's here. Sure we can. We just can't go back to that town.
That's true. Go get your food. All right, I'll be right back. So guys, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the Jeffrey Dahmer thing? Like, do you think that he should have won? Do you think that it's an outrage? What? Sound off in the comments. Let us know. I don't know. I'm not outraged by it. He's an actor who played a role and he won an award for it. Like, I know Dahmer's a real guy, but do we really like knock actors out for that? Is it really something that we should be doing? There he is. He's back. Yeah, he played a real guy and the guy was a monster, but how many books were written about him? And it's just the popularity that people are pissed off about. Yeah. That's where I sort of disagree. Like, because no, I'm not saying in this instant it doesn't work with what you're saying, but like overall, the blanket statement, is it popularized? Is it making famous or infamous?
Well, it depends because it's about interpretation too. It's about it's presentation and interpretation. So if you are presenting it like My Friend Dahmer and you're sympathizing with it, I take umbrage with that. That's where I have issue because there should be something there that still exposes this person as a terrible thing and a terrible deed. And you need to really hammer that in. I think Ted Bundy did that really well. The Zac Efron movie, Wickedly Evil.
Yeah.
They did a wonderful job with that because it's showing from a perspective of, if you didn't know that Ted Bundy did these things, this is who Ted Bundy is. And it's just twisting it on its head. So you can kind of understand how he was able to get away with as much as he did, doing as much as he did for as long as he did.
Yeah. And I see what you're saying. And I don't disagree at all. It's you are right. I don't know about popularizing, because it's an odd scenario.
Yeah.
I mean, we are a country that loves crime, like true crime stuff. So.
Yeah, man. True crime, murders, all of it. It's sexy to us. It's what we like.
But I think it's the same reason like horror fans love horror movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's that thrill of like, these dangers exist and I want to know more about them, not to commit them, but to understand, like, because nobody truly understands. I will say this though about Dahmer. The guy had a hell of a taste for food. Like he was a good foodie. He understood, You're trying so hard to be like, what are you talking about? He was a great sandwich maker too.
Yep. Okay, you were. All right, that's what I thought. All right.
I
wasn't sure where you're going for a minute. I was like, wait.
That was not for the audience. That was my watching your face, just try and latch on to any sense of what I was trying to make.
I was just like, please, dear God, there has to be something I missed. There just has to be a piece of information I don't know.
I wanted that.
He couldn't possibly be talking about the things that were chopped up and then eaten. Oh, he was. Oh, cool. All right. Yeah.
I said he made a great sandwich. You don't know what I meant.
Yeah, his neighbors all said that too.
Oh my God. All right, what we got? Just on his acting, I think he deserved a yes.
I don't disagree that Evan Peters did a fantastic job and didn't deserve an award. I'm more on the Hollywood Foreign Press side of it, saying, what the hell, guys? Really? That's someone you put up there like that? That's when I'm blown away by it,
Hollywood Foreign Press shouldn't exactly be upset about doing monster sacks.
I mean, that's kind of the whole point here. In a year where they're trying to make their big comeback and they decide that was someone to glorify and honor, like,
I think that's the outrage they wanted, because they were like, there's no racial overtones here. We can say something about a white guy.
The host Carmichael literally coming right out and just being like, hi, I'm Gerard Carmichael and I'm here because I'm black. I mean, right out the gate, nailed it. We got Eddie Murphy, we got Michelle Yeoh, Ke-Huy Quan.
Yeah. Oh my God, his was such a tearjerker.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Oh, I loved it. And I'm so glad he won.
Yeah, it was great. And seeing him and Brendan Fraser all back together, seeing everybody, the whole crew, like I loved the pictures from that because it was so wholesome. Feels like it was a really good event. And Millie Alcock hammered, just wasted on stage. It was so great. So
I didn't watch them. I watched
highlights. Yeah,
highlights of it.
Yeah, same.
And that was only just to keep up with for this.
Right, exactly. I just wanted to make sure we could have the discussion here because I don't really watch those award shows anymore the way I used to. You and I used to hawk those things, man. We were all about them, hang out and just check them out. But I don't know, kind of over it now. It really did.
It's like when you peel back the curtain and you're just like, some dude. Some dude with a doohickey. And he's not exactly a good dude.
And it's not a ShamWow or a Snow Joe, so it's nothing cool.
Well, now give us a call at 888 Snob Live. I'm not outraged by it. I didn't even watch it, but
it'd be 88 Snob Live.
So which one?
Well, it would have to be 88 Snob Live because you can't have or Snow Live.
Jesus.
Leave off the B for savings.
We'll figure it out.
No,
the Snob 888 no, that still doesn't work.
I love how excited you got though. 88 Snob Live because
why did this seem so much easier in the 80s?
Yeah, it was just you just flipped to the back of the magazine. They made it seem so simple.
It's true. He is dead, Radar. He is dead.
That's true.
Chris says this show didn't glorify Dahmer. It was more about the victims.
That's fair, Chris. It wasn't, and I
It was the menu, but you don't see me,
It was the brutality of it.
Yeah.
And I still haven't seen the menu.
But think about it too.
I'm excited to see that.
Like the one victim's sister watched it again. The one she broke down in the courtroom, and she it comes up and it's so graphic. She's watching her brother die again. Like she's watching her brother die.
Yeah.
And it's like, but at the same time too, at what point, if God forbid I was in that scenario, I don't know that I'd watch it. But then you kind of get pulled to it because it's like, well, it is about my brother though,
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to watch about the scene that they reenact about you being turned into a sandwich. Of course,
that's true. But do we? I don't know. I mean, art is just a piece of art, is what it is.
Art. And we have to go back to my firm belief on it, which is all art should be done. Everyone should be able to do their art. Everyone should be able to art as much as they want to art. Everyone
Even
should
Hitler?
be able to express themselves. I mean, he could paint. We can leave it there. He didn't have to do anything else. He could have just been a painter. That'd have been fine.
I guess that's where we should draw it. Is you should have just been a painter. What time do you tell Hitler, dude, let me just stick to painting?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not great at it, but you're really good at this other thing.
Give it one more year. If you just try for one more year, that could have been the push. He just needed someone to support him. And that's why I support all art.
Adolf, let me tell you. You're really good at this, but we don't want you to do it. Mm-hmm. So would you do the thing that you're not that great at? Doesn't that bring you more joy?
Yeah.
He's like, well, if I'm really good at this, why wouldn't I do this? No. Direct them this way.
Well, no. It's because it's less meth. That's why. We just need to get you off the meth. We need him off.
He did meth? He didn't do meth.
Yeah. Yes, he
Hitler did meth?
Hitler did meth. Dude, they all had some form of meth back in those days. They were given to them as soldiers in World War I and basically made them a bunch of addicts.
Well, that happened in every war, but
but different drugs. But
morphine was literally, no, not morphine. It was heroin was created to help people off of morphine.
Yeah.
Yes, Jesus.
And then, boy, was that a swing and a miss, huh? Really, just the whole opioid clan in general should just be dragged out back and, I don't know, forgotten about.
Listen, I'll tell you how it was in history.
Say the words.
If you tell me to picture Hitler, right?
What?
No. I got a point.
Okay, all right.
We'll take a long way around, but it'll get there.
All right, sure. Let's just Morning Drive Live once again. Another Hitler show.
If you no. We're just talking about Dahmer. One's a little more horrific. They're both horrific. I don't know what the right thing to say here.
Eject. It's just eject.
No, I'm going with it. I roll in.
Oh, Lord. All right.
So Hitler, right?
Mm-hmm.
Terrible human being.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Don't agree with anything that he wanted or did or,
Yep.
My point here is it kind of flabbergasts me when you say he was on meth.
Mm-hmm.
But then I think because I feel like it was cocaine. That's the only thing. That's where I'm messed up most about this. Yeah. It wasn't that he was a meth head idiot.
Mm-hmm.
It's that I'm like, I could just see him on cocaine more, though.
Well, the fun part was cocaine wasn't really much of a thing because they were still chewing the coca leaf. No. They wasn't actually doing cocaine yet. And meth was, just a form of prescription. You just drink some out of a bottle, or maybe it's one of those ether where you dump it on the rag and huff it. I'm not sure how they were doing it back in those days.
Yeah. Yeah, there was something that was amping him up. He was a little too.
Oh yeah, it's the same stuff that essentially was just in all of our medications, in Sudafed. That's all it was he was just doing a form of ephedrine.
Dude, I don't know why in this world.
So it's not like crystal meth, but it's not today's meth, but it's
Dude, you want to hear a funny story?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have diabetes, right? We knew this.
Great
we
start.
About this. Yeah, I'm coming out like flying out of the cannon. So I have diabetes, and I was taking a pill for it because I have A1C. I think. So I was taking a pill for it, and it was making me sick. Didn't like it, right? So around that, it was a few months ago or whatever, I went to my doctor. I'm like, listen, this pill just isn't doing it. Is there something else I could take? He's like, yeah, we have injections you could take. It's like, okay. Trulicity.
Okay.
So I start taking that. You got to take it once a week. So I take them. I take the first 4. Every week I'm like, thankfully I was taking them on Thursdays because I was like ill, like violently ill.
Oh yeah.
After taking them, like just how I reacted. And he was like, your body's got to get used to it, but you got to stay on it. That's just how it is. I'm like, okay. We get to week 2, or not week 2. We do the first 4 weeks. So we get to the next package because I have to pick them up at a time. Okay. 3 out of the 4 injections are completely, they don't work. And I'm like, well, like they're just defective.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay.
So is it like an auto injector?
Yeah, it's kind of like an EpiPen.
Oh, okay. All right. So it's not it's not like a big vial plunger, good old.
No, it is. You put it on your thing, and you kick it down, and it gives you the medicine, doles out the medicine. So I go to take it, and it's not working. So I take the one that does work the first week. Now I have 3 weeks. I go back to my doctor. I go back to the pharmacy. I'm like, these aren't working. You have to call your doctor. Call my doctor. It's a whole jumble. Yeah. You got to call the company and have them send it out to you. It's a manufacturer thing. I'm like, but I have to be on this, don't I? Right. And I don't have anymore. Yeah, you do. My doctor said that to me. My pharmacy said that to me. Everybody said it to me. And I'm like, I don't make this. So it's not like I can go home and just, all right, well, I'll give myself this time. Like I'll make this batch. Like I don't make it. And I'm like, you told me. I told my doctor, I'm like, you told me that I have to keep taking this to get used to it, or it will make me more ill. So they were like, yeah. So I went 3 weeks without taking it. Then got the next box. And let me tell you, when you don't take it for the 3 weeks, like it sucks.
Yeah. So
then you get to the next box, and I was like, all right. And they still haven't even filled in the last box when I went through all this, right? Our pharmaceutical situation. But it's coming to a fun point. So I get the next box. 2 of them are broken.
What?
I'm like, all right. So I take, but I didn't. The first one I grabbed worked, right? So I take it. Get to the next week after that. Go to pick up a broken one. Oh no! Grab another one. That one's broken too. You grab the third one. That one works. So now the next 2 weeks I don't have one, and I'm like, this is gonna kill me. This is like this is too much. Like I can't be on and off it. So I found out I knew by calling them like who made it. So like it was the Eli Lilly company. They make that Trulicity. Yeah. And they were the ones that still have not filled any of those.
Well, that's a full prescription now. That's full
2.
Yeah.
Because I called for the second one too. And I called my doctor and I was like, I'm not taking this shit anymore. I'll take that curse for the thing. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yep.
I was like, I don't care if the diabetes kills me. I'd rather not be on this and have this kill me quicker.
Yep.
So I was like, I'll take care of my sugar intake and such. I'm not worried about it. So, basically tell him, because he's the same doctor that almost got me killed by not investigating further the staghorn. I had to make him to send me to the urologist.
Yeah.
So, and there were a few doctors tied up in that. But my thing was, that was right around the time that the, the Twitter company, like the whole, do you remember when Elon made the verification?
Oh, yeah.
And somebody made the Eli Lilly one and was just like, hey, all insulin is free now. And they lost billions. I was like, thank you. I felt like that was it. That was the whole story. I felt like that was my justification, is that they lost billions of dollars. And I love whoever did that.
Yeah, whoever did that was fantastic for that. That's a way to stick it to the man.
John Wass says he was typing his thoughts, but Casey said it better than he could. And that was when you said that I was the greatest human being to ever live.
Well, yeah.
Or did you mean all the praise for Hitler that Casey just gave? John, tell us.
Doing a different show?
I can see why the family was upset, though, and they have a right to. Yeah, absolutely. But
yeah,
art is art. You're going to make your stuff.
Art is art, and I always have difficulty pushing back on it, because as much as I want to take umbrage, like I said, I want to be mad at the fact that it's, why would you do that? How dare you? But I also want art, and if you stop one point of art, you begin to slowly tear away at all of them, and that's not fair. That's not how we do it.
And let's be real, not to take away from anything Dahmer did, but if you're going to get mad at art for the horrifying implications of its backstory, there's a lot of things.
That's true. What it's based on is actually the problem. It's not your art that's the issue. Let's not forget what actually happened. It's like someone getting mad at Mississippi burning because of racism.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that one would fly. They're
not even mad at the true story. They're mad at the movie.
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
I didn't like Rosewood because it made him look bad.
I don't think I should have left this up the entire time. I'm here because I'm black would definitely be in my speech if I won an award.
It should be.
Well, the Snobby Awards comes up in more.
Actually, you know what? Oh, buddy. I think we're going to have some sturdy stuff.
No, we better have some sturdy stuff. I just want sturdy to present.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just be a presenter.
Yep.
Jay Taylor, good morning. What's up, buddy? How you doing,
What's
pal?
up, man?
And now they didn't do the families. Now they didn't do the families, right?
Yeah.
I'm on Ozempic, same thing, but has more of a weight loss factor. Maybe I don't know if I'm going to try anything. I think I'm just going to either kick it or die.
You could just work a little harder.
I never want. That's true.
Maybe just continue to use Noom and actually, verify your food intake. You're doing great, man. Don't stop what you're doing. Just keep going.
I think I'm going to get a home gym and put it in the garage.
There you go.
Real good weights and such.
Good. Well, you talked about that. Just keep going.
Come on, come over and work out.
Don't put on yourself. I will.
Let's put on the stretchy leotards from the 80s and just start working out in my garage every day.
Amazing. I'm so in. Yes.
Oh,
well, I don't know. Well, okay, all right. We'll do stretchy leotards underneath our gray sweats so we can be Hans and Franz.
Oh my God, I love it.
We are here to pump you up.
Oh, it's perfect. Damn right, Sturd.
I call Kevin Nealon.
Okay.
Oh, sweet. So, 1 second. Food's here.
More TikTok ideas. Love it. Oh my God. You have no idea, Chris. Because we've been talking about, we're going to start doing original stuff soon, like original skits that we write. So hopefully you guys are enjoying them. We're having a good time with them. There's going to be a fun one today, so make sure you look out for it. It's we did some really crazy stuff, and we're going to continue on. So hopefully you guys join in for it. All right, I want to get into something new. Let's see something a little different. What we have going on here. Oh my God, what is going on? What is happening? With WWE right now. This is insanity. It just seems like it's all over the place. I'm trying to look for my tab. There it is. Okay, so Vince McMahon, of course, is back. So in this week, Vince McMahon announces he's coming back. He takes over again. His daughter, Stephanie, steps down, resigns from being co-CEO. He ousts 3 board members. 3. He came back and hosted 3 board. I didn't think you could do this. I don't know. My logic on publicly shared businesses is mostly from movies, and it always seemed like the board had more power than they do here. So he walks back in. He brings 2 of his friends back. They take over the chairs. Let's bring Casey back in. We're talking about WWE.
Yeah. What do we got?
And the insanity of what's going on.
What is going on? because I'm way behind on.
I'm
out on wrestling, man. I not all. I've been, I still watch my my not TNA. Gosh, I was gonna say TNA. Really? Don't watch TNA wrestling or Impact.
Yeah.
AEW is what I really like, and that's the only one that I've kind of followed a little bit. I have been trailing off though. So, what's going on in the WWE?
This is just the business side of it. Like we haven't even gotten into the actual wrestling. So Vince McMahon, as we know, was under investigation for assault, sexual assault and harassment and such. I don't even know how much of the assault it was as much as it was harassment.
Harassment is what I remember.
And
a lot of workplace harassment.
He paid off.
Yeah.
The person or people. They had to investigate. So he retired in July, I think it was June or July.
Somewhere rather.
And even then, like when he retired, it was like he doesn't want to retire. He didn't think he should have to. He's just like he's doing what they're telling him to. So this week he's like, all right, I'm back. He's just like, I'm back. You know what? Upon further review, I'm coming back. And he came back full force. Listen, Casey, I was just telling them my understanding of how business affairs works in a publicly traded company comes from movies. And it always seems like the board has all the control. They can oust you.
Yes.
And it also is solidified by the fact that it seemed to happen to Elon quite a bit. Yes. So I'm like, all right, this is real then. You can get kicked out of your own company.
Oh, yeah.
Not Vince McMahon. I don't know what he does or how crafty he is. That dude walked in and probably walked back to the WWE building with his strut, right? Blasting No Chance in Hell on like a political type of, how like the Southern political politicians will roam around in a truck and the truck is just blaring music. And it's like I have a feeling he pulled up.
You saying that, but I'm sorry, but you saying that just made me go back to elect Mayor Goldie Wilson.
Exactly. That's what I mean. So I just imagine Vince McMahon did that. He showed up like on a tour bus with his face on it. And it just like him like lighting a cigar with like $1 million bill.
Which isn't real, but yes. Absolutely.
Listen, we don't know if it's real because we've never seen it.
He's lighting a cigar with contracts. Because that's just who he is.
It would be even better if it was the posters from all the WrestleManias in his hand. Because it's just like, look what I did. Yeah. And it's so he's lighting the cigar. And that's just a picture on the bus, by the way.
This is the picture on the bus. Or him lighting the cigar with the fire of the people's heads on fires, wrestlers' heads on fires, of all the wrestlers that he just basically used and abused. So you put up like Ultimate Warrior on there.
No, it's just no. It's a burning pile of like Shane's body, Triple H's body, Stephanie's,
all of his enemies. Yes,
it's like, and that's just on the side of the bus, and then he gets out while the separate truck that has all the speakers is blasting No Chance.
Yep,
and he struts it into the building, and he's just like, "You're fired! You're fired! You're fired!
Do you know who I am?"
And he walks up, kicks the double doors into the conference room where the board is just there. They're just there all the time.
Obviously, of course.
That's where they work.
What they do. Yeah, they actually have the little Jetson tubes, so they can just be shot right to the board and then sucked right back up and brought home.
And the boardroom looks like the boardroom from The Boys. The Sevens boardroom.
I was going a little different. I was definitely feeling more of
it's a V for Vince. It's
a V for Vince. Okay.
He made a Vince table. And every board place is just a picture of him smiling like that intense smile up at the board member, so they're intimidated all the time. So he invoked it. He comes back. All right. He takes over, ousts 3 board members. They're out. So he takes one of the spots and he brings back 2 of the fired board members who are a part of all the stuff.
What?
Yeah, and the board members that he ousted were against him coming back.
Of course.
So whatever he did.
Yeah.
But it seems to me he's trying to sell the company. And the reason that's how he got back in.
Because it could be temporary kind of thing.
Well, yeah, because they are not allowed to sell the company without his say-so. Gotcha. It's in the bylaws. He wrote these things. This guy is so dastardly and smart. He worked that in. So it brings him back into the board. It gives him full control. Supposedly it's disarray and people are like, what is happening? The biggest thing was that they were going to sell it to the Saudi Arabian Public Investment Fund.
Whoa.
Did you not hear that? Really?
No.
I think that's where it's going, but because there was such backlash when it was rumored, they're playing it up like it could possibly be somebody else. Like Disney was a rumor, but I think that was a ruse. I don't think that was real. So Disney,
I don't know, man. I would trust that Disney would buy anything. They have so much money and they're so huge, and WWE is giant. They're already next door neighbors. Why not?
True. Poor Full Sail. They're gonna lose a show.
What are you talking about? Poor Full Sail. They'll be rolled into part of Disney. Disney might buy Full Sail. Be a Disney director, producer.
Oh my God! They better retroactively change my diploma with the mouth on it. I want that.
You went to the fucking school of Mickey Mouse. Yeah, I did that. I earned $1. Well worth it.
It was at my expense, but whatever. So, yeah,
$14 in the new year. We've been doing quite well, I want to say.
We're doing well, and we're trying not to do this all over, like on every show.
Right. Yeah,
we've been doing good though. So, yeah, so he's back and supposedly facilitating a sale. I have no doubt that it's going to go to Saudi Arabia.
Wow.
What does that look like to you? If it goes to Saudi Arabia, what does WWE now look like to you? Does it actually go from Raw to Raw's War again?
I don't know, man. It'll be interesting because I don't know what's going to happen as far as who's going to be sticking around for it, whose convictions are going to win out. Who's going to be like, nah, screw Saudi Arabia and stick with AEW because it's a better product. So,
well, what does it look like now? Is Saudi Arabia going to buy it and then they're in Saudi Arabia? Like they have to move there? Like,
that's a really good question. I don't think they would have to move there. No. Why would you do that? Your fan base is here. The problem is if you have a lot of if there is a lot of pushback, if there is a lot of lashing out against the product now because it is owned by foreign investors, what happens? I mean, look, Budweiser's owned by Heineken. People still drink Bud. That's not going to change. So
100% right. It's such a weird. I don't know. It's such a weird scenario that if they get sold there, because they're going to have to do shows there because it is huge in Saudi Arabia.
Oh, it's massive. Yeah, they're definitely going to have to go out there and travel more. That's going to be a big part of it. But it's just like the Saudi Arabian, Gulf League now. It's that same situation. There's going to be pushback. There's going to be people who are like, screw you. There's going to be a lot of people who, they can throw money at you. Okay, great.
And they can throw money at you unlimitedly forever.
Unlimitedly. And I'm all about, hey, the person who's out in the career field, you are getting paid. I'm not about anybody not getting paid. That's the world we live in. That's the society we live in. Morals, standing on your, I don't believe in what you do as a country. Okay, well, our country ain't much better. We do a lot of jacked up stuff too. So just saying, like, it comes down to money. It's the almighty dollar. I'm not against that. I think it'll be interesting. It's going to change it. It will change it. I don't know to what. I think one way or the other, though, it's going to be not the product it was unless they are completely hands off. That's where it comes down to. It's who's going to be running it. That's part of what matters too. Now, the infusion of money is going to cost them. I mean, you're going to get some people paid, but there's going to be people who push back and say, screw this, I won't work for you. There's going to be people who will go work for other places. New Japan is still huge. There's still a lot of other wrestling options. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. It's such a weird time, weird scenario. Where could it go from here? You're right. They're not going to take it out of America, but it's going to be kind of all over. It's not going to be the same system either. And that'll be a private business.
Mm-hmm.
which could be good and bad. I'd be anxious to see if they do buy it, if they keep Vince on to run it.
I would be really excited if they just get rid of those contracts that if you're WWE, that's all you are. Because then we might actually be able to see wrestlers travel around and get a Kenny Omega in there and stuff like that. It could be neat. So we could get that too.
Although Tony Khan did say that he is interested in a merger. Did he not see what happened after the last one? Keep the competition, dude. Calm down.
Always keep the competition. Always.
Because you're just going to become the next Vince. All right. So, dude, it's 8:05. And I think...
Yeah, it is.
Oh, no, I didn't run out of everything. I didn't run out. I got more. The Prince Harry controversy from his book and his interviews.
Okay, so which part? Because I've read like 4 different things that there's controversial. So which part are you on?
I just whatever the news tells me. Yeah, I just kind of reading what everything is at. Like, it just I didn't read the book. I don't want to read the book.
Yeah.
I don't care. The royal family annoys me, and Harry right now. All right, this may be controversial to say, but they're rich people, so I don't care. Are you getting serious Will Smith, Jada Pinkett vibes from Meghan and Harry? Like, it almost feels like he's doing this because she's telling him to.
Okay, I was wondering that a little bit at first. There was definitely a feeling of like, why is this going so hard? Like, this is all very much so playing out in a very different way than what I anticipated. I don't know who Harry is. I don't know the guy. I don't know what his situation is with the family. The things that I've read where he and William are arguing, apparently he used some footage of Princess Diana during an interview right after the divorce, and he was really pissed about that. He wanted that to stay hidden, or they wanted to bury it. So there were a couple things that have happened between them back and forth, and I can understand where some of them are coming from. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I mean, let the guy go off and live on his own and do whatever he wants. But there's always stuff like this with the royals. There's always things like this. I mean, who was it? Queen Elizabeth's mom or dad, the king, his brother was the one who abdicated the throne because he wanted to go live a party boy lifestyle. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's the royals. This isn't new.
No, I know. I think it just, for me, it comes down to what you guys are doing, though. The show on Netflix, writing the memoirs, doing the interviews. It's like you're still very much in it. You're creating controversy.
Yeah. They're the ones who
walk away then.
They think they're spilling tea and being like, all right, cool. We're going to be the ones who break this system, and we're going to destroy the system that destroyed my mother. But I don't see it happening. I just don't. But look, I could be totally wrong. Between the Prince Andrew stuff and then this as well, it could just all be adding up to a point that the house just can no longer stand, and it finally breaks under the weight of it.
Dude, but even then, like, what's the little crap you're talking about in your memoir? You couldn't be like, yeah, my uncle's a deviant.
Yeah, that is always one of those weird things when it's like, so why didn't you bring up anything else about him? Or what do you know about it? Like, the whole, it's an unspoken thing, but we're going to talk about everything else around it. It's kind of bull crap. No. Like, I do not like that at all. I would very much so like to hear someone from the inside state what was going on.
Like spill the deets, dude. Spill the deets.
Like Sarah Ferguson. Come on, Fergie. Let it ride. What's up? Yeah. But I also understand that is the father of her children. So what a weird place to be in.
Yeah, it's true.
That's hard.
Yeah, because you never know. Where do you go from there? Like, they have such a stronghold on people. But, like, that's the thing with Harry. Like, your dad's the king, dude. If you're going to spill, or just shut up. Like,
either do it all or don't. I hate the piecemeal thing. Like, there's more salacious news coming up at 5. Like, no. If you have something to say and these bombshells you're dropping, drop them. This whole pulling it out and pulling it along and playing it for what it is, everybody needs to get theirs.
No.
And I mean, he's not a royal anymore. I don't believe he's collecting money anymore from them. So I'm pretty sure he's just got to kind of make his.
That's where she's at. She's like, I grew to an accustomed sort of lifestyle
I'm
that you
used
need
to it.
to
Yeah,
provide?
I need to have my 3 homes. Like Suits was going real well. It was a contract year, so
And then it's just like, we didn't make you leave.
yeah,
Actually, they may have. I don't remember.
yeah, they did. She had to quit acting because
That's right.
was
She quit, and then the other guy had to quit too.
because it was too demanding a lifestyle. Yeah, and then
No,
the
no,
other
no.
guy from
The other
Suits.
guy who was like the star of Suits, Mike,
Mm-hmm.
because he was married to her character. He had to leave too.
Yep.
Dude, can you imagine? He's just like, can we get to syndication before you do this first?
They were so close.
Oh my god!
Like one more season, I feel like it would have put him over.
No, Prince Harry's an idiot.
I mean, they're all idiots at this point. I mean, I get you want to protect your family, but at the same token, your family does horrible things. So kind of go screw yourself.
Yeah, it really is. Let me pull up. I do news and weather.
So does that make them more honorable or less honorable
Who?
for sticking by their family?
Who's sticking by their family?
The Royals.
No, they're bullshit. They have to. Sorry, I took another one, but it's just no. They suck. Sorry, they suck. They're just terrible. They don't care about like the family aspect of it. They don't. Ultimately, they care about their power.
It's like the NFL
doesn't even exist.
It's the NFL protecting the shield. It's the same boring old rhetoric, and I'm so over it. I'm just annoyed by these horrifying sports agencies that are just able to use, abuse, wheel and deal, just turn and burn. Just, God, we are a terrible society. Let's just use you up and throw you out.
Dude, did Kanye West get married?
No.
Did he get married?
No.
Kanye West and Yeezy Architect have private wedding ceremony.
What?
Yeah.
Did he marry himself?
Kanye West marries Yeezy designer in private ceremony.
Wow.
Holy crap. That's
all right.
Yeah, huh. I don't know her. I don't know who she is. It just says I didn't think it's saying her name. Like I didn't open up the article yet. Dude is dismantling. He's like it's almost like you know how Tom Cruise's life is completely groomed for him by the Scientologist church or whatever.
Yeah, every day he's got his 6 people who all rotate whatever he's got his schedule, and they walk him through
just
his
everything
every day.
Like, yeah, every day. Like when they had Katie Holmes, like she was professionally picked. There was another actress and model who were professionally picked to be his girlfriend or whatever else it is.
His mates.
And
gosh, see, like, that's why I need to join a cult. Just have them. That's a quick way to date, man. Just
there's a lot of other horrible things there, though.
Well, it depends on the cult. Not all cults are bad.
Life.
Just because you're saying cult doesn't mean it's all bad. Some cults are good. There's good hippie cults, like those ones where it's like you don't have to like all marry one guy. You can be like, nah, it's a commune, and they find like-minded folk, and maybe disagree with clothing, and they just go, you two. Why don't you two just there you go. Done.
Dude. Remember that time we had that friend who told me they lived on a commune, but they weren't saying the word commune.
Yeah.
And they were describing it, and the entire time I'm like, wait, you're in a cult? Commune. Like,
yeah, yep.
Like the whole time they're just like describing it, and I'm like, are you wearing a hippie cult? Like, what's going on?
Like, I had one friend who was like, so she brought this brochure into work back when I was bartending. And she and a fellow bartender, great friend of ours, you know her well. And she was like, so I'm thinking about doing this summer program. And I was like, oh, cool. What's that?
That is not a summer program. And that is the rest of your life program.
Busts it out and takes a look at it. And she's like, yeah, you basically buy a portion of this land and you come back and, you work the land as many times a year as you can. And you just, you have that portion set up. And she's like, they get a little weird when they ask for like, you have to give over like your wallet and credit cards and keys and everything when you show up. Like everything has to stay in a box in the front. And I was like, that's cult.
That's a cult.
That's a cult. You need to run away from that. That's not what you think it is. That's a cult. Like,
you want a piece of land? You can hang out in my backyard. Go right ahead.
Yeah, seriously. That's not what you think it is. Like that's not. Then there are some programs that do that. I've seen them. There are communes that you can go to, and you can do it for a couple months, and you don't. But they don't ask you to like turn over your worldly possessions while you're on the grounds. I don't trust that.
It's so ridiculous. Like some people, like, I mean, it's, although I don't know. Okay. So years ago, I was almost tricked into the Mormon church, right?
What?
Yeah, I didn't tell you this.
Never.
It didn't take much. It didn't take much. So I was almost tricked into joining the Mormon church.
So you were a bit lost at that time, eh, bro?
No, I was not. I was not lost at all. I knew exactly what I wanted to do, but it was the women that they sent to talk to me about the Mormon church.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Oh, and they didn't call it Mormons. It was the Latter-day Saints. So you didn't know what the LDS was?
They were both 10s. They were both 10s. 100%. I was smoking a cigarette with my buddy, and thank God he was there. Thank God, or I might have walked off with him. Like,
That's incredible.
Let's do this. Let me. I want to start new. You know, like
they were talking to me feed dead people and just go live our freedom.
So across the street were the boys on the bike.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I call them boys on the bike because no matter who you are as a human being or how old you are, they were men. But when you wear short sleeve dress shirts, you're a child. But so
hey man, that was a fad for a while.
Don't do it.
That was a thing. Between like the 1920s all the way up till about 1984.
There are two types of people that wear short sleeve dress shirts. All right. They are the ones who are going to murder everyone in their office, or the Mormons. And that's it. That's that. And maybe Catholic school kids. I mean,
so
I don't know.
I'm not a Mormon.
You don't wear those, do you? I'm a little disgusted.
With my pocket protector?
You can get this shirt has a pocket. You don't need, you want a pocket? We can get you pockets, Casey.
But it's a nice big deep pocket, and it gives me. I like the flair when you have a nice creased shirt and it just kind of sits up.
No. Oh, the military, I guess, wears them too.
Yeah, the start exactly. So I had epaulets.
Yeah, but they have to. All right. Well, you can make me say it. Don't make me say it.
What? The epaulets are amazing.
We're talking about cults here.
I mean, it is, so you're not wrong.
So, but it's the only cult-like thing that we are proud of. Let's just say that. So, as Americans,
do you know what religion is?
I'm not proud of that.
I'm proud of the freedom for anyone to practice whatever they want.
I'm talking about the military.
Yeah, no, I get
them I'm proud of. My brothers are gonna kick my butt there. I love it. My wife's gonna. She's a veteran too.
Yep.
How did I forget her first?
I love that you and brother. Well, because you're talking about kicking butt.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's fair.
She's gonna kick your butt differently. She's gonna use those mental gymnastics.
All right, I'll say this. All right, I'm gonna go back. Well, here's the thing. Okay, I'm amending this. Okay. Military doesn't mind me as much because they're not those ugly white ones. Some of them are, not all of them.
Yeah, only one.
I don't like the Navy's white uniform.
I do with the long sleeves. The long actual dress mess whites are pretty good.
Yeah, see, there you go. My point was proven. No, but I dig the Marines look. Like that tan.
Oh, okay, sleeve. The tans.
Yep. There's something about that. They're just like, I'm gonna mess something up. And the blue on the Air Force looks good too.
Yeah, man. Well, I love my blues. Dress blues were the business. Love those.
And the Army believes in sleeves, so I have full faith in it.
That's fair. Yeah, they don't really know anything other than just wear all your clothes.
That's
At
true.
any point, you might just need all your clothes.
They're prepared, and that's what I like.
Absolutely, they're ready.
The Mormons.
Marines are the ones. Marines are the ones who wear like the same dress as an Air Force person, or similar. The simple fact is, a Marine doesn't need the extra things. They are the weapon.
That's
versus the Air Force, who's like, if I go outside and it's a little too warm, I may need one of my 17 jacket choices. And if it's a little too cool, I may need another 17 jacket choices. I love the style of the Air Force.
That's because the Marines, like every other one, you guys got to get into your camos to fight.
Absolutely. Hey,
the Marines can fight in their dress uniforms.
Oh yeah.
And it's like And that's the scary part. Is like they don't do this, but could you imagine if they all just wore their dress uniforms and just charged in? Like, I feel like I'd be on the other side, like
full medals, just
I know,
all
right?
over, like tinkling, tinkling, tinkling.
And I'm just like, I don't know if I can fight them. Like, this is weird. This is an odd situation. This feels like a Revolutionary War type of situation.
But that's also kind of the beauty of it, is because we watch the other nations that have way too many medals and frills and things all over their uniforms and feathers and hats and jazz and all this other sort of stuff, and 47 different types of epaulet devices and all sort of, who knows, they even have like stripes along with an oak leaf, and it's like, I don't even know what rank that is. It doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, right.
So it's the fact that we kind of chilled ours out and we're like, nah, we're not going to let you see us coming. That's our trick. We're going to George Washington this on Christmas Eve. You did.
Dude, I like how I've completely turned around having to tell my story about joining a cult. No, it was just, so I was smoking a cigarette with my buddy. They came over, 10s, Casey, in Los Angeles. This was LA.
Okay,
so
but
like
in
a
LA
10 in Los Angeles is what is this church doing? And I almost just signed up. Like, I was making fun of the other boys from the Mormon church across the street, just like, they're lame, on their bikes with their dress slacks, whatever.
Meanwhile, these women are obviously ready for you.
Ready for me, Casey. They stepped right up looking at us with those eyes, and it was just like, where do I sign? And like, my buddy had to be like, dude, we're going upstairs. We're done smoking. I'm like, no, I want to be here. I'm in for the long haul.
I want to do this. I want to be part of the family.
Yeah,
like, that's a problem.
And it made it feel so good. And she almost she might have, because I did quit around that time. I think the one of them talked me out of smoking.
Wow.
Like, because they don't do anything, and it was just like, I don't know. Like, let's just put it this way.
Milk is a tough sell.
Thank God at 40, going on 41, I'm married now.
Yeah.
Because if I was still single, I'd be over. Well, first of all, nobody wants.
I'm almost 40. I'm staring down the barrel of 40, bro. And let me tell you what, a cult is sounding better and better.
Listen, we got a show to do, Casey. You need to stay out of the cults.
I could join a cult and still do the show.
I don't think so. They would make you do their show. You would have to talk about Jesus all the time then.
Well, it depends on the cult. It could be Bahamut. Who knows? I mean, who knows which one it could be? It could be Krishna. I could be a Krishna singing all the time. Like, midway through our shows, I have to be like, 5 minutes, guys. Krishna, Hare Krishna. Like, it'd be awesome.
All I know is,
which meeting the Krishnas down in Atlanta was an experience when I was down there. I don't think I told you about that, did I?
No, tell me.
So when we went down for a work function, we had a leadership conference, which was really cool to be a part of. Went down there, and it was the same weekend as Dragon Con. So this is when we went to Dragon Con. And as we're walking on the way to Dragon Con, because Dragon Con, it takes place between several buildings, and we didn't know this. So we're heading down to one of the main buildings where you have to do the check-in, and then you go from the check-in, you go back up to this other building where we stood in line for so you could get into the floor. And this was just for the art hall. So we're on our way, crossing about 2 blocks away, and we get stopped by these Krishnas. There's about 15 different groups of 4 people set up with just mountains of books about, the Krishna tale and, freedom and love and life and how you should just let go of worldly possessions and all of that fun, the crazy Buddhist ideas. And they just were giving away piles of books like, hey, give what you can. So people are giving like $5, giving $1 or whatever, and getting, 10 books about the tenfold path and all that. It was pretty amazing. But all I'm saying is, those guys had a pretty good life. They just got to hang out outside Dragon Con and, selling books and talking good stuff and wearing really cool designs. Like, they put these little, like, bedazzled gems on their faces and stuff. Just saying.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, Casey has lost his mind.
I am becoming. 15 years from now, it's Krishna Casey and Mick Manhattan.
We haven't had any comments in a while, so sound off if you guys are still here, because we're about to do the movie trivia to see who will be the contestants on today's Is it a serial killer quote or a movie quote?
Super excited.
It's gonna be fun. So sound off. Let us know you're here, and then I'll ask the question. All right, it's 8:30. Why don't we do the? I have the weather up.
Okay.
Do you have any? Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, you're gonna have to go first, buddy.
All right, everybody. How are you today? We're here in Little Rock, Arkansas, where it's 47 degrees. Some clouds this morning will give way to generally sunny skies for the high afternoon. Skies for the afternoon, high 47. Winds north-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. But tonight, on your Friday the 13th night, it's going to be a clear sky, low of 27, winds light and variable. And let's get into it. Let's see what your weekend's going to look like. Saturday is mostly sunny, 50 degrees, little to no precipitation whatsoever. And the wind's going to be very calming. Sunday is, of course, going to be mostly cloudy. Still no rain, a high of 58. Wind's going to pick up a little bit, south-southeast, 12 miles per hour. But expect to see showers on Monday at a 67 degrees as it gets a little bit warmer. And then the rest of your week looks like it's going to be on and off rain, but high of 68. Guys, that is your weather for Little Rock, Arkansas. Thanks for
Little Rock
joining in. All right. What you got? I'll pull it up.
Thanks for that, Mick. We appreciate it. Oh, let me actually shoot this over to you. That would probably be helpful.
Or you can present it. I'll just pull it up. Share the screen or whatever. So while you're doing that, yeah, I think the original skits will be funny, Sturdy. Sturdy's still here. Dale's here. It would be a drag if they made you work on Dragon Con right outside of it.
Oh, yeah. No, it was pretty nice. Brutal.
So we got everybody here. What you got for me?
Sweet. So today we're going to be checking out Columbia, South Carolina. That's right, Columbia, South Carolina. We've got your traffic today. So if you're heading northbound on 48, you're going to find a little bit right before Shop Road. There's been a bit of a slowdown. We've got a really heavy stuff coming in and out next to the University of South Carolina on 76. So on I-76, just be ready for that. Coming into town, you're also going to be struggling on 321. Route 2 at the junction of 321 and Route 2, we've got ourselves a massive slowdown, so do prepare yourself for that. There might be a workaround if you head back towards 12th Street. 126 is looking clear all the way into town. Once you're in town, you got Segra Park. At the corner of 126 and Segra Park, you got a massive slowdown. We expect some delays there. If you're coming out from Forest Acres, unfortunately, you're dealing with a boatload of traffic at the intersection here, major intersection just outside of the Trader Joe's. So good luck on that on Route 12. 378, you're wide open all the way in, so make sure to cruise on in and blast some tunes. Enjoy your ride in. That's the traffic as of right now. We're going to kick it back over to Mick. Thanks.
I wish my niece was watching because she goes to the University of South Carolina.
Oh, that's right. Oh, yeah.
That
worked out great.
Let's ask the trivia question. First two people to get it right, of course, will be invited on at 9:30 a.m. to compete for the Bathroom Rat Pack. That is right, everybody. This is a wonderful picture and sign that hung in our old studio's bathroom, and you can win that today. And then they're
all actually laughing at what they witnessed in that bathroom.
You call that a dick size?
That picture was not originally them laughing. It was a much more serious look. It ended with that. So,
all right, let's ask the question. Let me find it for you. Okay. All right. Which famous film composer wrote the music for Tim Burton's 1989 Batman? Which famous film composer wrote the music for Tim Burton's 1989 Batman? First two answers correct. Get it right, you will be invited on to the show. Yeah.
that was a really great, fantastic album. That was that 1989 Batman was one of the years when people were still doing soundtracks, and you had massive music artists just doing these huge soundtracks, some of them taking over and doing the whole thing. I really love that in the 80s, where they would just take over and be like, yeah, we're just going to do your whole soundtrack. Like obviously Queen with Highlander, one of the best examples of that, one of my favorites. So,
but I didn't say.
Oh no. I'm aware. I'm aware of what
Soundtrack.
you said. I don't know if you know what a herring is, much less a red one.
I don't. What is it? Is that a fish?
It's different.
Oh. Is that real?
Yeah, the thing you go for, you never get.
No, but is a red herring real?
Is there a herring that are red?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. That's all I wanted to know. Oh my God. We have the same contenders this week as last week.
Yes.
Dale versus Sturdy.
Amazing.
I love it. Okay, guys, we will get you out the link, and at 9:30 a.m. you jump back in, and we will play the game.
Huzzah! We'll see you in an hour, friends.
One of them is just going to keep winning all the prizes, isn't it? But that means they're here. They're here from the beginning. They're
I'm fine with that. That's what they're here for. This can be like their claw machine, their easy claw machine, that one that you can go to that bowling alley one and you're always going to win something. Yeah.
Yeah, and trust me, I got plenty of fun stuff. So I'm just like looking around. My wife goes, all right. So my wife says to me the other day, she's like, hey, because she's like revamping the house after Christmas now. So she's like changing that stuff up. And I think because when we moved in September, it was like the end of September, and we were just kind of like pushing right into Halloween decorating and then right into Christmas, like because she wanted to get the lay of the land of everything. So now we're at that period where like there's no holidays coming up for a while that you really decorate for. So it's like her blank canvas of like, what can I do? You know, she just picked up a new desk for herself. Well, not new. She like got it from her cousin or something like that. And, so it's a little longer. So that way she can fit like all the stuff she needs to on there because she works from home. So I took the Watergate desk back. Nice. I was like, so I'm going to set it up downstairs and have two areas, like this area where I work and I, broadcast, and then down there, and really kind of, create that element. That's not interesting. So I'm going to get to the interesting part now.
No, that's great. Hey, we needed the filler. We need
the filler. We don't have anything else to talk about. So we got an hour to kill before they come on.
Yeah. I mean, we could also do, movies coming out.
Oh, no. I'm telling a story. It's a good story.
I'm just messing with you now.
It's wonderful. You'll love it. So talking to her, and she's like kind of revamping everything. I lost my point.
But no, your wife and, all the wonderful projects she's working on right now.
I forgot. I legitimately forgot what I was going to say. Oh. Great. We're radio hosts, and this is what happens.
Sweet filler.
Damn it. All right, let's do the movies. Maybe I'll get it back.
All right, movies coming out this week.
Yeah, I had to say it. All right. Let's see where we're going from here.
I do apologize for you derailing. I wasn't thinking I was going to derail you. My bad.
No, you didn't. I more derail myself, but whatever. Noise is going to be out on Netflix this weekend. Julia is a mother or other, one of many mothers, sisters, daughters, colleagues who have had their lives torn by widespread violence in the country, gauging a war against its women. Julia is in search of Gur, her daughter, and in her search, she will weave through stories of struggles of different women she will meet. All right.
Yeah, it looks interesting. All right. Coming out in theaters this weekend, we have A Man Called Otto. The story of Otto Anderson, played by Tom Hanks, a grumpy widower who is very set in his ways. When a lively young family moves in next door, he meets his match in quick-witted and very pregnant Marisol, leading to an unlikely friendship that will turn his world upside down. So it's got Tom Hanks, Fred Wickstrom, Nicastro, David McGee, Rachel Keller.
Yeah, it came out last week, limited. So I think it's wide.
Yeah, limited. This is widespread, yeah.
House Party, a remake. Two best friends decide to throw a raging house party at one of their houses when the parents go away, and it's LeBron James's house. I do not care for this remake. I love the original too much to have it remade.
It's especially all of the originals. It's the fact that it was a franchise piece. It was huge. So are they? I mean, is it Kid and Play, or are they doing a full reboot of who Kid and Play are?
No, it's just it's pretty much just house. They're calling it House Party.
Oh,
and has a party. That's it.
Cool.
It's not Kid and Play. It's too young.
Whatever. And in theaters coming out this weekend, we have Plane. In a white-knuckle action movie plane, pilot Brody Torrance, played by Gerard Butler, saves his passengers from a lightning strike by making a risky landing on a war-torn island, only to find that surviving the landing was just the beginning. When most of the passengers are taken hostage by dangerous rebels, the only person Torrance can count on for help is Luis Gaspar, Mike Coulter, an accused murderer who is being transported by the FBI. In order to rescue the passengers, Torrance will need Gaspar's help, and will learn there's more to Gaspar than meets the eye.
Dude, this list is so long. There's so many movies.
There's lots. And I'm excited for that one because we got Mike Coulter. So anything that Luke Cage is going to do, I'm stoked for. I still have to watch Evil, too. I've heard it's amazing.
I'm randomly going to start picking new stuff. So limited release, we have Skinamarink. In Skinamarink, 2 children wake up in the middle of the night to find their father is missing and all the windows and doors in their home have vanished. To cope with the strange situation, the 2 bring pillows and blankets to the living room and settle into a quiet slumber party situation. They play well-worn videotapes of cartoons to fill the silence of the house and distract from the frightening and inexplicable situation, all the while in the hopes that eventually some grown-ups will come to rescue them. However, after a while, it becomes clear that something is watching over them. Okay, here's the thing. I read that, and it filled me with both equal parts dread and anger. I'm so mad. I might have to walk away for a minute.
Why?
I'm so angry right now.
What are you mad about?
I don't like kids being in dangerous situations. I realize it's a movie. I realize this must be why people are so mad about Dahmer.
It's a movie called Skinamarink. All right. Do you know where Skinamarink comes? Isn't that the elephant show with like Skinamarink dinky dink, Skinamarink?
I remember. You're making me madder. I'm getting hot under the collar. I'm so angry right now. Just that one line they wrote in the descriptions, and I'm going to read it again. Just kidding. All the while in the hopes that eventually some grown-ups will come to rescue them. I'm so angry. I'm so angry right now. I'm so angry. Talk about history for a few seconds.
All right. So one of the other things that we have going on,
like I'm really
movie that'll be coming out. Well, what?
I'm really pissed off.
Well, we're going to finish out movies while we let Mike go ahead and clear off he's got to blow off some steam. Give the man a minute. So coming to Netflix is a Rob Lowe special. I'm super excited for this one. Not really. No. It's called Doggone. It's not rated. It's just the name of the dog is the only reason I want to read this. A young man and his father begin a desperate search to find their beloved dog, Gonker, on the Appalachian Trail before it's too late. That's the whole description. I
am mad. I'm
Gonker.
mad. But I'm not mad at the filmmakers. They made a movie.
Right.
I know I'm tanking this movie thing, but listen,
no, that's fine. Dude, do what you got to do. Let's go.
You needed content anyway, so me getting mad just works.
Get mad.
It's the fact that's my heart. I'm getting heartburn. I think I'm giving myself heart. I have things. I have things that really enrage me.
Okay,
I don't like kids in peril.
But kids in peril is what horror is.
You're right. You're 100% right. And listen, real, true. I can't even think about it. I'm gonna get even more mad. But like, let's just think about the movie, because if I think about actual reality, I'm gonna go. I will go ballistic.
It's interesting that why did you cheer on the death of that kid in Babadook then?
That kid was an asshole. No,
no. If my kid kept waking me up that much, I'd punch him in the face.
Listen, that kid was an asshole in the movie. Well played by that actor. That young actor did that a great. But still, I didn't like when he was in peril. I think here's the thing.
I really like the part where the mom killed him.
She didn't kill him. I need to rewatch that movie. No, he was alive in the end. Remember, she was happy with him. Then the monster was living downstairs, wasn't it?
Are you sure? Well, because she put him away. The whole point is, I see Babadook as being
you think she murdered him?
Yeah, because of postpartum depression. The idea that moms think that way, that parents can think that way. that women can struggle that much after having a baby, where they eventually might just snap and think about killing their kid.
Oh, I took it literally. I went the other way with it.
I went real deep with it. I got way too deep with it, and I was like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
Like, my kids annoy me, but not to that
think
extent.
about killing them.
Nah, like I would be like.
Well, and it's different for moms, though. It's different for moms, and that's why moms get oxytocin so they don't kill their kids.
Well, thankfully, I didn't have to go through that with my wife.
Yeah.
So yeah, God, man, it bothers me. All right, I think here, and it's the line. It's not even the movie. I've seen the trailer. It's that line that they're sitting there waiting for somebody to come rescue them, and I'm like, I guess
because you want to rescue them. That's what it is.
You're firefighter in me.
Your Superman is getting too strong. Nature. You got Superman screaming in there, going, "We could do it.
I want to rescue you." I do that when I watch commercials and I see that like there's children who are homeless and start like I want to rescue every single one of them. I wish I could. I don't know how. I have to compartmentalize it.
More casters for a cause. That's what we have to do, or just swear a lot more, and we'll just add up our tally and just start shipping that money in.
Oh my God, dude. But like when I see things like that really play it up and put the kids in peril, like when you watch a horror movie and like one where like The Exorcist or Insidious, you know that they're coming after the kid, but there's like a detachment there.
Because of the supernatural?
But because there's actually people trying to save them.
Okay. Oh, yeah. The fact that there's someone interceding on their behalf.
Yes. Yeah. Like a bad thing's happening, but we're trying to save it. Save like the situation, save the child.
Yeah. Save it.
This is a situation when the child...
One of them, those things.
No, I meant like save like the actual thing going on. Like save that whole I'm in mad mode. You shut up.
I know, which is why it's so much fun to poke.
I know you love poking me when I'm mad. This is a situation where it's the kids are by themselves. And now there's plenty of other movies like where kids are by themselves and they have to think their own way out. These are little kids. Like these are tiny. I'm mad. I'm so mad right now. I'm so angry.
So where's the line for kids? Because like for Better Watch Out, are those kids still kids?
Yeah, I mean, I worry about them all, from teenagers all the way down. Like, I don't want them to be hurt or like you. In a perfect world, of course, you don't want any child to suffer. Of course, we live in. I can't keep going.
Now, what if your child is a grown man at 35? Let's say.
Well, then he's a man, and you're in the world. I did the best I could, but you have to at this point find out who you are, even before 35. Like, I mean, well before. Like,
yeah.
It sucks. Your father, it sucks. You don't want them to ever feel any pain, but the world is going to bring it. So you try to protect them as best you can.
Yep.
This is a situation I just don't like. I'm on a talk show and I can't even speak. Like I'm speechless. Like I'm mad. And I'll watch the movie. And I'm sure we'll be good because I know the kids aren't. I can dissociate at some point and just be like, I know the kids aren't in real peril.
Yeah, that's a big thing.
But there are kids who are in real peril, and that's what it's pushing for me.
Yeah, but there's freaking kids who are in peril from disease, and they're not doing anything about that.
All right, you want to get real? Let's get real. I'm gonna get real. So, any kid in any peril pisses me. You see how angry I am right now.
Yeah.
So I don't want to take it to a dark place, but like school shootings. Mm-hmm. Just like everyone. Well, just like any rational, good-hearted human being, it pisses me off. And when I see things like that and I see children, I'm like, I don't care what needs to be taken away to make this stop. Mind you, I have nothing against guns. I grew up in a house with guns. This isn't going to be that type of conversation. That's not what this is. I have no problems with the Second Amendment. I got nothing, no issues. I have a problem with children dying. That is where I don't want anyone to die from gun violence, but I realize I have to, again, compartmentalize it and say, I definitely don't want children to die.
Yeah.
I hate the guns that kill children just as much as I hate cancer that kills children. and anything else. Like, it sucks. I don't want that to happen. They're children. Like, they deserve the same chances the rest of us got.
Mm-hmm.
Now, with that being said, we ran into some issues on our last Casters for a Cause, and I'm going to be real here, where we were collecting money for an organization that's trying to help end gun violence, and we had a fair amount of people who we have helped over the years bail on us for that because it stands against whatever they believe in terms of wanting guns. Fine. My goal was not to take your guns away. My goal was never to raise money for your guns to be taken away, because I don't believe in that. My goal is I want children to stop dying in school gun violence and more, but right there, that was the focus.
That was the moment. That was as far as we needed to go in that moment. And that's
that
what
was
we were doing in that statement. Yep.
And we had people bail on us because, like, well, we don't believe in it. And our people and the people that follow us don't believe in it.
Yep.
Well, I'm going to tell you, go fuck yourself. Because I'm sorry, I'm not trying to burn bridges, but children's lives should be more important.
Mm-hmm.
And when you go against it because you want what you want, you're saying that. You're saying that you don't care about these lives. And that's how I feel about it. That's how I come, I deal with those situations where I get mad. And now I'm not salty about it. I'm not, if you don't want to be a part of something, and it has nothing to do with the Casters for Cause thing. It's just, it showed me that in this world, not just this country, in this world, we don't take care of the younger generation. Really.
Of course not.
In any way, shape, or form.
It's just an excuse that's used.
There's a million things that can say it. It's not just the guns.
Oh, no, this is way deeper than that. We can go into the health system. We can go into what our school system is becoming.
Oh, absolutely. Of it. Yeah. I talked about one aspect because there was a personal story to it.
The post office affects our children if that gets screwed up. You know what I'm saying? All of it.
They're children. So, like, when I read things like this, it's the wake up call of the realization that this, like, kids are like, there are kids who will wake up in their homes and maybe be completely alone and scared and not know what they're doing.
Yeah.
And that breaks my heart. And
that's what I do every weekend with my daughter. I run up to the attic and hide when I hear her waking up. And then I just make a lot of pounding noises and, like, smash them, throw some chains across the floor. It's hilarious.
All right, I'm coming over this weekend. I'll be there Saturday morning. There's still fun in the world, Casey. We do Scare Month Octobers here.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're doing.
No, I could never do that. Like, it's terrifies me. Like, I would hate to have my kids walking around this house and, like, something happened to me and they're like, where is he?
Yeah.
And there's so many that go through it. So it's really honestly about worrying about children. Like, the Epstein thing kills me. Like, these are children. The Catholic Church, I think I'm well documented in my feelings on that. So there's so much more. So I know a lot of people are going to latch onto the gun thing, and it's like, that's not what you should be latching onto. It's the overall message of why it ain't guns, but, like, we need to do something.
Well, if everybody just remembers to open their ears and shut their mouths, they might get the whole message.
They don't. Idiots. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. It's death, drugs, and all a dream. Let's just get out of here. This is all simulation. I'm not actually even mad. I was just told to be by the architect.
Ah, yes. Classic Bender snatch.
Let's see what everybody's saying. Kid does make a cameo. He's in the trailer.
Good.
Which kid?
No, like from Kid and Play.
He is in it.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Oh, that threw me off. That was way too much.
That makes me happy
to get to that point. I don't like the kid stuff like this in movies too. Yeah, it's just the Kids in Peril and horror movies. Like the one, so one that happened more recently, like you watched that I think of is like when you watched the 2018 Halloween movie.
Okay, yeah.
Remember the kid goes back to the car and then he kills him?
Yep.
I
didn't like that.
I didn't like that either, but it pushed that envelope.
It did in a way that
he wasn't in any real danger.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know what it is, but there are some that just look so realistic that it's like stuff like this happens though.
Mm-hmm. It does. Absolutely. I think the one that really messed me up was actually the inverse with Sinister. So now I look at my daughter and I'm like, at any time you could kill me. Because I work.
You're just scared of children. We're on completely different planes here.
Terrified. That's why you have to keep them in line with fear. Because at any time they could kill me. And what am I going to do about it? I'm an adult. I'm a grown man. I can't see myself chucking a child into a wall. That'd be the worst thing ever, much less my child. No, of course she's going to knock me out and run me over with a lawnmower. That is way more likely than anything me ever hurting my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's terrifying to me.
The lawnmower is rough. Another one that really got me was when they were all on the tree was bad too.
The tree was
when it
cool.
Slowly pulls them up.
I like the tree one only because you're watching the whatever they did for the counterweight. I thought was ridiculously intelligent.
He sawed off the thing.
He did saw the branch off. That's right. Yep.
But the one that really got me was the chairs, the lawn chairs into the pool.
Yeah, no, that one was terrifying.
It was like, jeez, what is happening? That whole movie was like, but I see where you're at. Like for me, when I watch it, and like I get really upset because it's like these kids in these situations, and it's like, how did we get here? And I know for you, it's the other side where it's like we should be taking them all out, and it's like, listen, Casey.
Well, because I mean, no, we have to allow some of them to survive because we have to perpetuate our knowledge. When we're too awesome a society, and much less you and I, we've got to, we got to have versions of us in the world for as long as possible. The Earth needs it. Gaia requires it. All right, but the fear is what happens when you get up to 3, because the third one's going to kill you.
That's true.
Or actually, no, it'd be the middle child. I think that would be more murderous.
You know what I couldn't watch too? So like when I had my son, I couldn't. There's a lot of movies I couldn't watch.
Mm-hmm.
It shut me down. I was like, I can't watch this, or it's gonna mess me up. Mom and Dad really got me.
Yeah.
The one with Nicolas Cage and Selma Blair.
Oh yeah.
Where the signal's given off and parents are viciously and violently trying to murder their children.
Yep.
And I'm like, because it was like, what about the babies? What about the baby? Like immediately go into like you get this almost satirical nature of it with these kids trying to survive their parents and not knowing what's going on. And they do it in such a way where there's some levity to it, even though that's a pretty hard thing to have levity with. But like my brain starts wandering. What about the little? Like it's bothering me now. I'm starting to get that. I'm generating that harshness again. I don't like it. Cargo is another one, another horror movie.
Yeah.
Movie where the mother bites the husband, and I'm just more for everybody else, but like bites the husband, and now he has days to find a proper place for his baby.
Yeah,
to be safe in this world. That one came out the year my son was born, and I almost like I'm still
Carriers.
There's a pit in my throat.
Carriers with Chris Pine is one that gets me, where the dad's trying to save his daughter, and they're doing the cross country journey thing.
I don't remember that one.
You don't remember that one? It's well worth it. Well worth it. They're trying to get to a Carriers.
Wait, I thought it was Friends. They have a daughter in that.
In Carriers? Yeah. It's so it's the 4 friends. It's the 2, like I think it's 2 brothers and their girlfriends or whatever. And they're all traveling. Yes, definitely 2 brothers, and I believe they're girlfriends. They're all traveling together, but they bump into this daughter and father duo, and the dad is dying, but trying to survive as long as he can, or his daughter's dying, and he's trying to find medicine for her. Anyway, jacked up, messes me up real good.
Yeah, I don't know. The merry-go-round? I don't know that one.
Yeah, he said he was thinking a different movie.
My brain isn't working. Well, you better eat. You better get your brain working for the competition in a half hour.
36 minutes. Well, that's another one. What else was out around that time that was really terrifying with kids? There were a lot of them, man. I feel like kids are such a great device.
It
Children
is,
in
because
horror
look at
movies are a
me, and I
fantastic
feel like a
device.
lot of
Yes.
people feel this way.
Well, because you want to get your feelings up, whether good, bad, or otherwise. Once your feelings are up, you're off balance. And now, now the director's able to play with you. The story can be woven however, and they're screwing with you. You're right out the gate. Man, this movie's going to have you front to back. You're done.
Done. I'm done.
Done.
Skinamarink is going to, it's, you can't.
You're going to be cuddling with the boys a lot the same week you watch.
I already do. I already do, just to offset all the other horrific stuff in the world. Like, dude, I'm the type of father that it's almost like our relationship, not our relationship,
Okay.
how people see us.
Okay, fair.
Where they're like, Casey's like the bunny that everybody wants to pet, and then Mick is like, Godzilla. Like, and it's kind of like, it's like, I'm not that bad. Like, maybe like good, like son of Godzilla or something. Like I'm cute. I'm cute too, guys.
You're Godzilla when he gets his big blinky eyes.
Yeah. What's going on here? You need me again, Japan? I'm the Godzilla that eventually became a hero.
Yes.
No, so but like when it comes, my wife has to be the authoritarian. Like it doesn't work. My son is, both of them are too smart assy.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen it.
Like they win.
You try to fight back with the smart assy with more smart assy, or try to get aggressive. It's hilarious because you do exactly what like our dads did, but then don't do it. Because you just say the things and they just stare at you and go, "Okay, Dad," and just walk away. It's hilarious. Oh, they're destroying you. They're absolutely demolishing you.
Jack gets out of bed all the time. Like, we put him in bed and he just keeps getting out. He's like, I just have one more thing I had to say. And like always, constantly, he's got some excuse.
Mm-hmm.
Like, put him in bed 3 seconds later, he's walking out going, I'm scared. I had a bad dream. And it's like, you were in bed. You literally had to have stepped on the ground as we walked out the door for this to happen. For this scenario, there was no sleeping in the amount of time of putting you in bed and then walking out. And he's like, I had a bad dream. And I'm just like, you can't have been sleeping. I was really deep in sleep. Like, no. So like, I have resigned to the fact that my wife has to be the one to go after him, because like, I just can't do it. Now I will keep strict to things, so that way they don't grow up like idiots.
And they listen to you well when it comes to like real stuff. Like, you guys are all good with that. But it's
like, unlike my upbringing, it wasn't like you're going to listen to me or you're going to die. It was
there's no like, or else face through a cupboard because why not? It's Tuesday and you said no. So here you go.
Dad, I don't want to wear dress shirts with short sleeves.
Done. Oh yeah. So I was taught about, how to properly put my loafers and boat shoes together, and which one is done where and how they need to be tied, and make sure I have my sweater vest. Because buddy.
Does Connecticut even have a beach?
Yeah. It's all private and owned by rich people, but they've got one.
That's why Jersey's the people's beach, because it's the only beach you can actually go to.
I mean, as long as you can avoid all the damage and trash and drugs and everything. But it's fine.
Shut your goddamn mouth. That's not our fault. That's
just
England's
get around
fault.
the needles. You're good.
Europe did that. That's why it's all there.
That's Europe trash. So it takes a while to get over here, but every 4 years, you see they drop it off in France.
And somehow, what happens is Europe throws all their trash in the water, and the Marianas Trench brings it straight to Jersey.
Yeah, because it's
like a funnel system.
There's these big whales that travel through the Marianas Trench, and they funnels it directly straight into Newark. And
dude, when you grow up in Jersey and an actual phrase that you've heard is, don't go to the beach, you might get AIDS, and it's because of the needles, you're like, all right, maybe I'll avoid the beach with this one. But it's a beautiful place. I will say,
now if one of those needles were filled with, like, I don't know, something for tetanus, then it would be a fair trade-off.
We win. It's a mystery. It's a mystery, but we're stronger than we were before.
Americans' health improved just because New Jersey, everyone is a tetanus shot.
The nuclear waste dumping that happens inland helps offset anything else. Like New Jersey is just like a land of like the Incredible Hulk. Like everyone is an Incredible Hulk.
They just it's dormant. They're waiting for the gamma rays to be thrown over them, and all of a sudden, Jersey just hulks out.
Oh my God! Yeah, go ahead, take us over. We're all Hulks. We're just gonna do what we gotta do. No, oh my God. So like, I can't punish my kids. Like I mean, like regular punishments. Like if they did something at school or something. Like okay, you can't have video games, but like I can't like go after them. They don't listen to me. So last night I'm walking up the steps and my knee is hurting, because I banged it up. And so like I'm limping up the stairs and Jack comes out. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night. And he's just like, I'm scared. I want to sleep in bed with you guys. Can we just cuddle? And like, I was like, sure, buddy. And my wife was so frantic because she's like, what? I'm exhausted. I've been working all day. I'm tired. She's like, go to bed. And I'm like, listen to your mother. I immediately turned coat on him. I'm like, listen to your mother.
Sorry, buddy. Dude. I was wrong.
Oh my God, dude. It was just one of those moments where it was like, yeah, let's do that. And then she's just like, no, I'm going to bed. You were just in a meeting for 2 hours. What do you mean?
Yeah. I could absolutely use that because I'm generally that guy who is like, I'll be the one who's, River, why don't you just stay up for a little bit longer? We could watch a show together. Why don't you just, sure, why not? I'll just constantly capitulate.
Yeah, and I'm down for that. Like, here's the funny thing. My 10-year-old, I want to hang out with him. I want to watch stuff with him. Just because he's at that, like, I love my 6-year-old and he's so much fun, but he's energy. Yeah. And I don't have all that energy to always keep up, especially at like night. So it's like, go to bed. I need a break. Yeah. But my 10-year-old is like that cool, like laid back energy where it's like, let's watch something. And it's so funny because like he's getting to a point where like I think he's cooler than I am. And I was like, I don't know where that happened. I used to own leather jackets, so I don't quite know where the disconnect came, and I'm not cool anymore.
It's fatherdom, but we don't want to believe it. So we try really hard to believe that we can't stop being cool.
Yeah.
I mean, but at some point, even Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World is no longer Mr. Turner from Boy Meets World.
Yeah, now he's the superintendent for New York City.
Yes, he is.
I knew that from Girl Meets World. I didn't even watch that show, and I remember it. Because it pops up on TikTok. They do a lot of that on TikTok. They show a lot of that stuff.
Oh, do they?
Oh, like scenes from it to kind of connect.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah.
Dale, I just sent you the thing. Sturdy, I'm sending it to you too. For 9:30. So good luck.
Prepare yourselves.
So yeah, so I want to hang out with him. He doesn't want to hang out with me. Like he's like, no, can I just hang out in my room? And I'm like, I understand it because I was like that too. But I'm like, but I'm like cooler. I want to hang out with you. Like my dad didn't want to hang out with me.
Right. Well, that's the funny thing, man. Like I've got an awesome daughter who I like get stoked to hang out with. So like yesterday I go over and hang out after her archery tournament. I took her and her buddy home. Nice. One of her friends, and we went back to her house, and I was like, here you go, drop her off over at mom's. We hang out for a bit, but as soon as I walk in the door, like, it's all, Daddy, it's so great to see you. I'm so happy you're here. We're hanging out. It's wonderful. The moment we hit the house, she's like, pew, gone. Her and her friend out. Yep. I was like, oh man, that's right. I've lost my luster.
Are you coming over tonight for the show, or are you doing it?
Yeah, that's the plan. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to make room in here. I got to get rid of the Tashi Yar statue for a little while.
Well, we don't have to. I mean, we can hold off if there's not room. That's fine too.
I can make room. I just said I got to get a chair and put it there. Okay. I will. Okay. I don't care.
I hope so.
I like being in it. And then I just got to turn the camera like this.
Bam. Ladies and gentlemen, you're getting a preview of what you'll see tonight.
It's a closet.
You thought he was joking, but no, my friend.
And then what I'll do is I'll just go like this.
Yep. And we'll sit in the middle and speak loudly.
I have 2 channels. I can do another mic.
Sweet.
Dude, I ordered another webcam. It was on sale for $18.
Is that the one you sent me?
Yes.
You bastard.
Buy one. You should. It's like, that's a great sale. That's a great camera for that sale.
Yeah, it really is.
Because it's the same camera I have, but it's this is like 5 years old.
Oh, okay. And this is the last year's model. So yeah.
So that's a killer steal, because if you go on Amazon, it's like $60-$70.
Well, it's still, even on sale, it's $45.
Yeah.
On Amazon anyway.
Dude. Chris says, Mick, you're poo looking for his honey jar. It's true.
That's awesome. Does that make me rabbit?
No, piglet. Wouldn't you be piglet?
Yeah. Okay.
Last night, my wife was rabbit. She was annoyed that the little kangaroo baby wanted to come out and play. Just get off my land. I'm making my carrots. Leave me alone.
Get off my land.
I always thought that was funny that rabbit was a carrot farmer.
Yeah, carrot farmer. Super racist.
Really? I don't
he didn't
remember
want anyone on his property. You kidding me?
That's a racist. He hated everybody.
Please.
Wife, I did not want to get yelled at.
We know exactly who he was.
We all can come over. You could.
Yeah.
You can't fit in his closet though. No, I need people to watch. You can't just come over. I need people to watch.
You can still come over. You just have to bring your laptop and watch from inside the house.
Well, my favorite part is that I'm going to have to tell everyone you have to stay downstairs, because we're going to have to leave the door open while we record.
Yeah.
Because it is a closet. It's hot in here right now because I didn't put the fan on. It's going to be hot later. It's going to get hot later, everybody.
Oh, it's going to get real hot later.
Oh, yeah. We're going to make this happen. Yeah, Jason's going to be there tonight. He's joining in.
Sweet.
So he'll be joining, and Dan's joining in too. Send me the link for the webcam, please. All right. Yeah, I sent it to Casey. I'll find it.
Well worth it. Yeah,
it is well worth it. Like because I like the one I have. I still think it's really clear. It's wide, and you can't really adjust that, but I'm okay with it for now. It's good. That's good, because when Casey comes over, I have more room for him. So.
Exactamundo.
There you go.
Won't that be exciting?
No, I am excited though. Tonight's gonna be a lot of fun.
It is. Yeah, I'm gonna have the kiddo. Super stoked. We're gonna wrap up our show. I get to clean up a little bit. Super excited for that. Gotta love that.
Yeah, man. I'm all for it.
Buddy.
Talk some horror. It's gonna be great times. All right, so I want you to explain something to me.
Okay, I can try.
What the hell is going on with Biden right now? And just give me the summary, because I don't want to get too far into it. What is the files? All these files?
Okay. So these, whatever the documents are they found were documents that were held over from when he was VP. I really haven't gotten much more into it, to be honest with you. I don't know.
I'm surprised. This is like you're right up there usually with current events.
I mean, normally, but this one is. I mean, honestly, dude, this week you're aware of what this week has been for me. It's been work. That's all.
Casey missed stuff, and he usually doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So I know he's busy when that happens.
Nothing but work. Well, I've done shows almost every day this week. Yesterday was the first day in a week I didn't. So yeah,
I will say this: you missed a fun interview. The other guy didn't show up. The other guy didn't show up.
Okay, yeah.
So that will probably be rescheduled. But the first one, the guy Jay that we interviewed, then you guys will see that next week. He was fun. I was like, I told you, I was like, he did mansplain something to me.
Ooh, that's
and I can't remember what it was. So you'll see it in the thing. But it was like he started talking about it, and like I was right there with him. I was like, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I was just listening, and he stopped to explain the thing that he was talking about, and I'm like,
amazing.
I was like, wait, did you just stop the interview and mansplain this? Like, it's so simple too. I just can't remember what it was at the moment. I was like, and I told my wife that last night. I was like, I kind of get it now.
You see it now? You feel it now a little bit?
I was like, but why would you stop a conversation and tell me that? And she goes, that happens. That's why we get mad. It's not that. It's that you think we're so stupid that you have to stop the conversation to explain. Like, that's what it is. It's not even so much the
it's interrupting the flow just because you feel like you can't keep going. It's
that assumption that like, oh, you don't, you're here, so you don't get it.
Right.
You know,
especially when you're hanging around with 3 or 4 people, and then you stop to like target one person and try to explain to them like, well, you won't understand this. Like it's just the crappiest thing you can do.
No, understand.
Of course. Well, people like me love it.
Except for anything you do to kids. Like that's the other crappiest thing.
No, fair. No, but I'm talking about like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's more fun to be a clown and let people think I'm dumb. I really enjoy it.
I 1,000% agree. I hope every time I walk in a room, people think I'm the dumbest guy there is.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's not
maybe not there is, but at least in that room, sure.
In that room, yeah. And it's because I like listening to people.
Mm-hmm.
I just enjoy listening to people and learning things. I know I like to talk too, but I do like to listen and hear things. Like I learn a lot, and then even when Casey's being, a spaz about it, not explaining things to me because he thinks it's funnier, I was like, I do like to learn. Like I think my thing is, I can read it, I can research it, and I do plenty of that. If I need to know something, I will go in depth to research it. But I like the connection you get talking to people and hearing from them. So like when I do like the TikToks or whatever else, and I ask people like farm questions or questions about stuff I don't know, I like that community type feel of people who are there explaining to me and hearing their opinions on it and such.
Mm-hmm.
So like when you tell me, like I enjoy our drives when we're passing farms and you tell me not just stories, but like actual like, hey, this does this, and then learn something new. But it feels like genuine when you do it that way.
Yeah, because it's more of a. There are moments to learn. Look, I don't know everything about everything, and I love learning. I am a huge fan, and I learned very early on. Socrates, I know nothing. If you can give yourself the opportunity to shut up, open your ears, you will learn something from everyone. Everyone has something to teach you. It may be a good lesson, maybe a bad lesson. It may be some piece of knowledge. It may be some factoid. Who knows what it is? It may be something that you'll never use for the first 20 years of your life. But then at 22, holy cow, I'm glad I learned that one thing that one time just by listening. And knowledge is power. It gives you the ability to prepare for any and every situation. And we all know that proper planning prevents poor performance. So being able to gain that knowledge just helps you prepare more in life.
Yeah,
like knowing what a red herring is.
A little more philosophical with it than I was. I was just gonna be like, I like listening to people.
I like the words, man.
I'm with you both that I love being underestimated. I don't mind. Well, it's not so much the underestimated. Like I think people inherently, when you are with a group of people, inherently everyone's the star of their own little movie.
Exactly.
So and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. That's your life, and it should be important. And I got no problem with that. So some people, I feel like to offset any type of like fears or anything like that, like they boast about themselves, or they treat themselves as like the smartest person in the room to build that confidence. I feel like that's where it really sort of derives from. Not everyone. Some people are just arrogant and overconfident. And that happens too.
Truth.
But I do think the majority, when you're in a room, people are just trying to be extroverted, to be confident. And, and sometimes coming off as maybe a little smug or a little this, that, and the other thing helps in that confidence.
Sure.
So I don't feel like everybody walks into a room and is like, all right, who's the stupid person? But I don't mind.
I think it's the other way. I definitely feel like it's other people walking in and they don't look for the stupid person. They go, who's the head cheese?
Well, I think it's both. I think there is that mentality of like, I'll latch on to the person who seems like the smartest or whatever else. And that's the sheep mentality, because there's always going to be sheep.
Yeah.
And there's always
who's got the biggest crowd.
Yeah.
You wondered who's got the biggest crowd. That's me. I, however, walk in and look for the exits.
Ultimately, I'd rather actually just be like, I can't make it. So
That's really good.
Thank you. Yeah, I don't need, so like I don't mind being underestimated. Like there's being 6'8" and as big as I am, like belly wise, like most people underestimate me for a lot of things, and I'm okay with that. And being a dumb person is associated with that.
Absolutely.
And I'm okay with it. Fine. Call me the big galoot. You're not underestimating me. You're not even putting me on the board.
Yeah, that's the thing. You're not estimating.
And then by the time you're done, I own the board.
It's straight judgment.
That's
why I love prejudice. Prejudice is great. Go ahead and judge me before you meet me. There's so many different levels. I'll be able to come at you from 14 different ways, and you'll never even know I was there.
I think when Sturdy says that he loves when people underestimate him, I don't care if they underestimate me, but I love proving people wrong.
Yeah, no, that's always fun. That is a really good time. Yeah, on whatever level.
Yeah. And then if I'm actually the wrong one, then it turns into the end of The Devil's Advocate. That's just like set fire to the whole place.
Just burn it all. I'm a humanist. Maybe the last one.
But don't touch. I need to watch it.
Don't taste, but don't enjoy.
I love that movie so much.
It's so good, man. It's a classic.
I need to watch that and Scent of a Woman back to back.
Yeah, that's it. Those are strong Pacinos. I love Charlize Theron in this. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna do Starship Troopers in that one back to back.
Which one?
Starship
Devil's
Troopers
Advocate
and Devil's Advocate.
That's an odd choice, Casey.
Dina Meyer, bro.
It wasn't Dina Meyer in Devil's Advocate, was it? I thought it was Connie Nielsen.
No, I'm pretty sure.
I want to do a gentleman's bet. I will bet you tonight's lottery of $1.35 billion.
Yeah.
So if I win it tonight, I have to give it to you if I'm wrong.
Yep. I absolutely 100% am not down for that.
And by the way, everything I say on this show doesn't make sense and it's a joke.
Exactly. Nothing is real. The points don't count.
Yeah. It was Connie Nielsen.
Was it really? Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's Connie Nielsen, who played his sister / She's
the one. That's not Connie Nielsen. That's
Connie Nielsen.
I just saw the picture. And I went, oh, yeah, I was wrong. Yep.
She played
That's Connie Nielsen.
She played the Queen in Wonder Woman.
Queen of the Damned. Yep. She's been in a lot of stuff, man. I love her. She's a fantastic actress.
I'm going to tell you this, Casey.
Wait, is there a 2021 Devil's Advocate?
No, there's not. It's got to be something else.
It's a documentary. Very different. Never mind. Nope.
Chris says, no judgments needed, Mick. You're awesome. Hell with a great heart. I just care about the kids. Just care about the kids. And dogs. Like, don't mess with cats and dogs either. Like, don't mess with any animal.
Yeah, don't mess with anything just don't mess with anything that you're supposed to have, like, power over. And that, unfortunately, is a great use in horror movies, though, is it's exerting their power over whoever it is. You know what I mean? That's what Freddy wanted to do, was exerting his power. That's all he was doing. He was getting off on it because the ones who feed on fear, they're feeding off on that.
Oh, that's what he meant. Okay. Yeah. Just prove him wrong. And you will, and you do. Casey does every day. Casey's like the big wig now. Like Casey's I was gonna say
fiddlesticks. I just walk in now and I'm just like, oh gee, hello everyone. Don't mind me heading to work. Trolley lolly law.
Casey is like, well, here's the thing. It remains to be seen. Casey's the head honcho, but I swear to God, if your life doesn't get easier in the form of hours you work, I don't believe it. I don't believe you were actually got a promotion, because you should never be working. You shouldn't be doing the amount of hours you do now. You're going to die.
I mean, well, yeah, we're all going to die.
No, like soon. But
I'm trying to follow my dream. If I was just working, it wouldn't be so bad. But when you are working and attempting to pursue something your passionate love,
I know that job. I know that job, and the amount of hours you put into it is ungodly. So if you were just working and had nothing else, it's still too much. Hence why you get the promotion. You deserve it. You deserve it more than the last guy who had it.
Hey man, all I know is I'm just trying to maintain it, keep it pushing forward. I'm just trying to keep going. It's going to be fun. We got a lot, big mountain to climb, and I'm very excited about that opportunity.
You're going to do great.
Hopefully.
I'm going to hire you a team.
Okay.
That your company has to pay.
Can you give me an EA? I want an assistant.
I can do my best. I'll send people to your company, and then you hire them.
That's it. No, just send them to the office. Not even through the company. I'm just going to be trying to hire them on. I want to interview for my personal assistant for the Scene Snobs at my actual job. I think that's the most baller move you could have.
The only other baller move would be
even meet them in the library and do the interview in the lobby. Do it right there in the lobby. Be like, I'm sorry, I can't take you up to my floor. But
Jesus God. It would be perfect.
Yes.
Yeah, no. So hopefully your life will be getting easier just for your own sanity's sake.
It's going to take a bit. This is a solid 2 to 3 months of full conversion, but once we're there, it will be. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I just cut out the riffraff. Get rid of them all.
By the time Carolina Fear Fest rolls around, everything should be on autopilot.
Walk in first day as the manager and pull the Glengarry Glen Ross. Good news, bad news is you're fired. Good news is you all have one night to save your jobs.
You know what first place is? A car. You know what second place is? You keep your job. You know what third place is?
No, it's a set of steak knives is number 2.
Oh, set of steak knives, number 2.
Number 3 is you're
third
fired.
Place, you're fired. Fuck or walk. Worth it. Worth it. I love that line so much. Oh, that was for you, Coach Bear, wherever you may be.
That's very fair. That would be so funny, dude. I would pay to be a fly on the wall on that one.
Right? Oh man. Oh, I absolutely want to do that. Just come in. So my friends, the higher ups, the executive team asked me what I should do with you all. And you know what I told them? Fire the lot of you. Put you out of your misery. Do you a service.
That's a good part for you is like you've worked the floor. So you worked that angle. So if you walked into that job, you could say, I know how many people we need to make this successful. And that's what you guys have to put out. And how do you argue with that? It's like,
and then I'm also going to have a giant cardboard cutout of like, I don't know, the owner from Major League. And every time we get one piece of a project closer, let's just,
But underneath all the naughty bits, it just says you are fired.
It's just my face. It's just my face. Every time there's supposed to be a naughty bit, like, all right, fellas, here we go. It's me going.
Oh my God. Dude, it'd be amazing. All right, guys, we are coming up on
thumbs
time.
Up and ridiculous smile. Oh, it is time. 8 minutes away. It's almost time.
So I sent the link to Sturdy and I sent the link to Dale. So guys, when you are ready, pop on, and we will play the game. We can go a little early today if we need to, because we did go a little late last time.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I get it. It's fine. All right. So let me get things together here. While we do that, Casey, talk amongst yourself. Oh, what do you think about this whole the LSU gymnast, Olivia something? Olivia, I think it's done. I think it's like Paul's last name.
What happened? Wait. Are you telling me Paul Dunn has
a what?
Has a child?
No, he does not. I don't know. Well, okay. I don't know. Actually.
Who goes to LSU? Who's a gymnast?
There's a gymnast,
wow.
Yeah. No, she's a beautiful young lady who's a college student at LSU. She's a gymnast. Okay. And now I'm not objectifying her. The objectification is part of the story, if that makes sense.
So she's a gymnast.
She's become sort of a social media
Does she want she? Well. Is it they are a gymnast?
I'm pulling up a picture of her because I feel like it's what I'm saying is yeah, okay. So here we go. I'll pull up a picture of her so that way you can see what she looks like. So and now this is from her Instagram, and this is on the New York Post. This isn't me. Sturdy, I see you in the green room. I'm just waiting on Dale to come in. If not, hopefully he's still here. Okay, where is it? There it is. Okay, I'm gonna pull it up. That's her.
Okay.
Right? So she's gorgeous, beautiful woman. She's it says here like she's a massive.
Sorry, brother. Just give me 1 second. I gotta jump real quick.
You gotta jump right back to life. So anyway, I don't want to objectify her anymore, so I'll stop sharing. But this woman has gotten to a point where she is like weirdly like sought after. Like she had an event for a gymnast event. Here's Casey back.
Hey, buddy. Sorry.
A gymnast event, I guess. Is that what it's called? Gymnast event or gymnastics event?
Like a gymboree.
And there's these guys. There's like teenage guys, like high school and college, hundreds of them.
Pretty sure it's just a meet.
A gymnastics.
A meet.
Right, that makes sense. Whatever. Hundreds of guys that were just there screaming for Livy, they called her.
Okay.
And it's just, it opened up this thing like they had to get a bodyguard hired for her. Like one guy screams, "When you leave," one guy's screaming and like he's almost so intense. Like I'll just pull it up again so that way you can see it. And then we're gonna pull in the guys and do the thing. Like look at this dude's face. He's one of the dudes screaming for her. You know, like they have.
Why is he so aggressive? What's going on with that?
It's because they just like I don't know. They're just nuts.
Yeah, clearly.
Give us Libby! We want her!
What is going on? What is this rabid fan thing all
right?
Over?
Right?
That doesn't. That's.
She's a young woman. Like, what?
Well, I mean, the Beatles had that much acclaim.
I'm not, but was that right either? I don't know. Like, I mean, but like, that's a little intense.
Simone Biles has had something similar to that too. I mean, we're talking about incredibly popular athletes who are representing their countries. But what's the deal with the Livy thing? I'm confused over.
I just think she's just. But it's purely got to be sexually based. Like they follow her on Instagram. They're getting weird with her on there, and
okay. So, but has she come out about it? Like, what's?
I mean, she said like it's a scary situation. Like that's a lot. Like there's a lot to put on anybody, let alone like a young woman who's in college. You know, that's too much.
That's right.
But you know, it comes to that point where you're just like, what? But where does it end? You know, because like like she's an influencer. She's got 6 million followers, and you're posting pictures, and that's fine. I'm not putting that down or anything, but like. This is a mob mentality now, sort of thing.
Okay.
So, like, how do you stop that? Like, what's the best fix for something like that?
I'm sorry, but the responsibility is on our society to say, "Hey, boys, put it in your pants. Calm down."
I agree.
That's it.
I'm not putting it on her.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, an immediate sort of situation. Like,
there's none. What are you talking about? There's no such thing as that. That's our society has reached a point where it just doesn't. It's not going to turn. You know, unfortunately. It's becoming this weird people. I mean, Andrew Tate's exist. I just finally read the full breakdown of that guy.
Oh God!
Whoa, is that guy terrifying?
I want to hear your take on it, but we do have Sturdy and Dale in the thing. So let's play the game.
Let's do the game.
And then I want to hear your take. What's up, gentlemen? Hold on, I'm gonna remove the thing so we can see you.
Good morning, fellas.
Welcome back, everybody. See, I would put up this one, but of course, Sturdy has to be standing weirdly to like all the way to the right.
Oh, he's in a perfect spot.
No,
He's prepared.
I can fix it.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well. Big day.
You need to talk more, Dale. Dale, I want to hear that voice.
Going to the Alamo Draft House tonight to see Jason Lives in the theater.
Nice. Very cool. That's
Very
awesome. I think that's playing around here too. Wait,
Is it?
The Winchester Alamo is playing it tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
I've seen that one like on one of their things, but like I'm not going tonight because we have the show, but
Mhm.
it's a good one to see. It's a good one to see on theater.
Just thinks I'm going to miss the show.
Yeah, it's all right.
It's
You
all
can
right.
catch it later.
Ours is recorded. It's fine.
It'll be there. You'll see it. Don't worry.
Unfortunately, I'm going to miss the live too because I'm going to see the original Friday the 13th in theaters. And what's funny is I remember I was talking to you guys about this just a couple weeks ago. How this is one movie I want to see in theaters. This is like my favorite slasher franchise. And
Well, I hate to break it to you, but Dale already used that excuse. So what you're saying to us sounds like a bunch of BS right now.
okay. So when the white man says it,
Well, you're not our black friend Sturdy right now. You're a guy in a mask. We don't know what you are. We're trying to figure it out.
Mommy. Kill them all.
See, that's why Sturdy loves it. He loves guys from Jersey.
I was gonna say, hold on, which one is it that's better? Mick, I'm asking you this question. Who would you rather see on the big screen? Would you rather see Jason killing someone or Jason's mother killing someone?
I've seen them both, and I'm happy I've seen them both. I think going onward, if I had to choose without ever having seen them both on the big screen, I would probably want to see the first one more, just because it's like so iconic, and to see it on the big screen.
Of course.
But 6 on the big screen was fun too. It was a good one. Yeah, and Kevin Bacon. Anything with Kevin Bacon. So anything with bacon, really. Let's just be real.
Actually, a chicken sandwich with bacon right now sounds delicious.
that sounds amazing.
That's really. I want an egg salad. I'm going to the diner.
Is there a Bojangles around me?
No, we got diner by you,
That's
and
true.
it's a good diner too.
Come over to the diner.
So, guys, today you are playing to win the Rat Pack bathroom, studio bathroom wall placard.
Wall
That means
hanger.
sign on the back.
They all have tears on
that,
them.
that was like 3 or 4 years. It was like hanging in our studio's bathroom. What are you laughing about? What did I miss?
Dale just said, why do they all have tears running down their faces?
My dick's so big.
Yeah, because the splash from your mega dong, obviously.
They've seen some stuff.
They know some things.
So, Sturdy, is that the graphic you use, the mask, or are you actually wearing a mask? Because it seems like it's pulsating.
No, I'm using like a snap cam mask because it's too hot to wear the mask.
Well, that's cool.
You go all out, man. You got all the good effects.
What it is though, Mick, I tried wearing a mask when recording before, and it's a pain. So I'm like, you know what? This doesn't even make any sense. It looks cooler, yes, but it's hot. It moves more than this because it's not like fitted to me and all that other good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah, that's
right.
I'm the same with you though. That's why my hat's digital.
Sure.
So it's the same way. too hot to wear a real hat.
Otherwise, the top of your head would just be disgusting.
Oh yeah, nightmare hell.
I'm growing my hair back, so like I'm not excited for not being able to wear hats anymore because I just sweat. All right, let's get this started. So, gentlemen, the game today is Who Said This? Is it a movie quote or is it a quote from a serial killer? Same rules apply, of course. First, best of 10 is what we'll go with. Whoever raises their hand first gets to answer. So it might benefit you to raise your hand first if you don't know and just guess.
can I just interject really quick, Mick?
No,
Just
what?
a quick thing. Just a quick thing. This is to you and Casey because it's your show. Can we do 13 for Friday the 13th? Best of 13?
Yeah, I absolutely can. But I'm not keeping track of best of 13.
I got you. First to 7.
He is the
Numbers.
Okay, first one up. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Casey, tell me who raises their hand first because I'm going to be on another thing.
Ready.
I never drink wine. I never drink
Sturdy.
wine. Sturdy.
That sounds like something a serial killer would say.
That's saying serial killer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. That is incorrect.
Hmm.
All right, let's do the next one. To die, to be really dead, that must be glorious. Up, Dale, what you got?
Serial killer.
That is incorrect.
Damn.
Good.
That's a vampire.
Yep, that was Dracula. I believe the only way to reform people is to kill them.
That's a serial.
Ready.
Aaron was first, and Aaron said serial killer. Yes, that was a serial killer. That was Carl Panzram. Yeah. And let's do the next one. Let me pull it up. Okay, so Sturdy got that one. That is my ambition, to have killed more people, more helpless people, than any man or woman who has ever lived. Dale.
This is good. I'm gonna say a serial killer.
You were right. That was Jane
All
Topin, confessed to 31 murders in 1901. She was found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Wow.
That's nuts.
Good route to go. Hey-o.
It's true. Okay. I think we'll start with a reign of terror. Okay, Sturdy, well, you had your hand up first.
Movie.
Yes, that was The Invisible Man from 1933.
We will begin with a reign of terror. I love that.
All right, let's do another one, shall we? Even a man who is pure at heart and says his prayers at night may become a wolf in sheep's clothing.
Dale.
Who we got?
Serial killer.
That is a movie.
Mm.
That is a werewolf movie.
That was too easy. I wasn't gonna guess a werewolf movie.
See, it's throwing you off.
Mhm.
Okay, so what is it? It's 1-0 at the moment.
2-1.
Sturdy.
Mhm.
Okay. I always had the desire to inflict pain on others, and to have others inflict pain on me.
Sturdy.
Oh man. I'm gonna say movie.
That was actually serial killer Albert Fish, aka the Brooklyn Vampire, aka the Werewolf of Wisteria, claimed to have raped and eaten about 100 children.
Jesus.
He was executed in the electric chair in 1936.
Man,
God.
New England, we do weird stuff.
Good grief.
What?
No wonder there's so many hauntings.
I didn't read those portions beforehand. So I just want that noted. Okay.
No, he just picked from his favorite serial killers. That's all what he was doing.
I've never even heard of that guy.
He says, meanwhile, there's a poster at his house where he's like, this is Albert Fish's napkin he used to wipe the blood.
Yeah.
Oh, I got one for you. Okay. Oh my God. It was kind of fun in a necrophile sort of way.
Dale.
Yeah.
Kentucky Derby horse. No. Serial killer.
Did you say serial killer?
Yeah.
It was, in fact, a movie, Rosemary's Baby.
Oh. Wow. You're quoting Rosemary's Baby? You can't quote Rosemary's Baby. No one actually remembers that movie.
Yeah.
That's not my fault. That's your fault.
We just
I
talk
remember that.
about it. Everyone talks about that movie and the fact that, all the action happens in 5 minutes, but we don't remember that movie.
Oh my God. All right, I'm doing another one. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
To me, this world is nothing but evil, and my own evil just happened to come out because of the circumstances of what I was doing.
Stirred.
Serial killer.
Yes, that was Eileen Wuornos killed 7 men and was executed by lethal injection 2002. That was the one Charlize Theron played. Okay, let's ask another one, shall we? Let me find the good ones. Where's everybody?
Can I try one?
Yeah, sure. Do you have them up?
Sweet. I've got one here. All right. All right, guys. So, Mick, you're going to have to call out who raised their hand first.
Yep.
All right. I took the right leg of that woman's body from the knee to the hip, took the fat off and ate it while she stared at the other girl. When I bit into it, she just urinated right there.
Wow.
Sturdy.
Serial killer?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Ding, ding,
You're
ding.
not allowed to do any more, Casey. That's too easy. Like as soon as you said I took the right leg off, I'm like, that's not a movie.
Who was that? Ed Gein?
No,
No,
I just saw that too.
Yeah, it was Arthur Shawcross, aka the Genesee River Killer. Yeah, he only killed 14.
Are we glorifying killers right now?
Yeah. My stomach churned in that one.
Okay. Here we go. I got one. We were gonna need a bigger, but no, I'm just kidding. One-stop shopping. Everything you need right at your fingertips.
Dale.
Serial killer.
It's a movie.
Oh, come on. I was really hoping it would be.
I thought that would have been an easier one. That's why I gave it.
No, that's why I didn't raise my hand. I'm like, this could either be really sick and psychotic or a movie.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, I got one. Ready?
All right, go ahead.
Don't look at me. If you look at me again, I'll shoot you.
I know that one.
Yes, sturdy.
Movie?
Negative.
Oh.
I don't know that one.
That was Richard Ramirez. Actually quoted.
That was Richard Ramirez? Dude, you guys suck at this game.
Now, have they used that in a movie? Sure. That's not the quote I'm using.
That's very
For anyone who wants to push back.
Okay, I got one.
Do it.
Trust is a tough thing to come by these days.
Same time.
Dale. No, Dale.
Okay.
Movie.
Movie is correct. It's from The Thing.
Oh, snap. All right. All right, my turn. I got one.
All right, go ahead. Well, we know what yours are because you've only given serial killers.
How do you know that they're going to stay that way?
I don't know, but
Look,
now that's
Mick,
what it is.
Make sure you have the call, because here we go. If you believe you've lived your life the right way, then you do not have nothing to fear. Dale?
Serial killer.
Boom, nailed it.
I
That was
told
Mr.
you.
Ed Gein.
You one-trick pony. Only
No, sorry,
serial
that was
killers.
John Wayne Gacy.
Oh, man.
One trick pony. This is all I do. I just love all my serial killer quotes, and I can finally use them. These are
Casey's
actually
promotion-
all wallpapers. This is what
Casey's
you don't know.
promotion was in serial killer studies.
Yeah.
We didn't want to tell you that.
So that's why people are like, "Well, you have a lot of work to do." It's you have no idea.
All right, I got one for you. They will say I have shed innocent blood. What's blood for if not for shedding?
That's
sturdy.
stirred right there, buddy.
Movie?
That is from Candyman.
All right.
Very good. Casey, do you have... I want a healthy mix now.
You want a healthy mix? Okay.
Well, now I feel like you're going to go to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm so confused. I don't know where Casey's going with it.
Ready?
He somehow made it so that way it's like a surprise to me.
My friend, there's more than one way to do it. There's more than one way to skin something.
Wait, is that the quote?
Mm-hmm. Nope, Sturds that got hand up.
I'm just gonna say movie.
You are incorrect. It's Richard
A serial
Kuklinski, the
killer?
Iceman, another serial killer.
I watched a lot of documentaries on him because of the one freezer thing, and that's where he got the nickname from.
Yep. That he's amazing story. Michael Shannon did the Iceman. I loved him
that was
in
a
that
good one.
role as Richard
Crazy,
Kuklinski.
scary dude.
All right, I got one.
Yeah.
I got one.
Go with it.
I've killed no one. I've ordered no one to be killed. These children who have come to you with their knives, they're your children. I didn't teach them. You did.
Dale.
Movie.
No, it's Charles Manson.
Is it really?
Thinking that in the back of my head because reading some of the motherfucker books.
I was going Freddy Krueger, to be honest with you.
Nope.
All
Good
right,
old
ready for
Charlie.
another one?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, let's go with let's use this one. In their last moments, people show you who they really are. So in a way, I know your friends better than you ever did. Would you like to know which of them were cowards? Stirred.
Movie.
Oh, you got me. Finally threw out the
nice.
Joker.
What's the score?
I was like,
It is currently 6-3.
Oh, you could take it all, Stirred.
This is it. On the line.
All right. Evil is real.
Dale.
Yeah.
Movie.
It is a movie. It's from Halloween.
Boom. All right.
oh my god! I'm thinking Evil Dies Tonight. I didn't even think of the Evil is real because I was saying it so much throughout the whole movie. That's the only evil is anything I remember.
Well, you had a 50-50 chance. Sure, raise your hands.
I know, but still, I was like, wait, Evil.
All right. So I got one here. Let's see if you guys have it. So, you know, there are two kinds of evil. There's the evil that exists as an external force that threatens the well-being of the tribe. Survival depends on understanding and awareness and fear of physical threat to our daily lives. The other evil lives inside of us, like a sickness or an infection. It's more dangerous because we may not know we are infected.
Dale.
Yeah.
Serial killer.
No, it's a movie.
Oh.
It's from Halloween Ends.
You know what?
All right. I got one. Ready?
Yeah.
We do whatever we enjoy doing. Whether it happens to be judged good or evil is a matter for others to decide.
Yeah.
Dale?
Serial killer.
Nailed it. Ian
Okay.
Brady.
So is it
5-6.
What is it?
6-5.
6-5.
Mm-hmm.
All right, it's getting there. This
is so much fun. This is exhilarating. I love a good comeback.
Come on, I got a good one. I just had a good one. Dude, I want a good one. I want to just find. Okay. Here we go. My need to engage in homicidal behavior on a massive scale cannot be corrected, but I have no other way to fulfill my needs.
Stirred.
Serial killer.
Patrick Bateman from American Psycho.
Oh! All right, I got another one. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I was born with the devil in me. I could not help the fact that I was a murderer, no more than the poet can help the inspiration to sing. I was born with the evil one standing as my sponsor beside the bed where I was ushered into the world, and he has been with me since. Stirred.
Serial killer.
You are correct. Ding, ding, ding. That's the
Ding,
winner.
ding.
That's H.H. Holmes. So,
H.H.
you know,
Holmes. We ended off on one of the most
prolific.
and first serial killer in American history.
Look at that.
You win the bathroom Rat Pack placard that will be signed on the back by us. That's going to go very nicely with your fan. At this point, I think it's only you two are contestants, so I might as well just hold off and then just send a big refrigerator box of stuff.
And Dale, don't worry. As a runner-up, don't want you to feel left out. You still will maintain the ability to go to the bathroom. So congratulations.
I can send you my pill case. I don't know what's in there, so it'd be a surprise. It'd be like a mystery box.
You don't know what it's going to be. It's a mystery pill. Good luck.
I wouldn't take them.
Storage
They were not
wars.
prescribed to you.
Blood
All right,
pressure
gentlemen.
medication or something boring.
I want to thank you guys again. Congratulations, Sturdy. Thank you, Dale, so much for joining in. You guys are amazing. So we're going to let you go and kind of wrap up, but you guys are you're wonderful. Dale, talk to me for a sec. Just send me to sleep.
Well, you know, Mick in Manhattan, have a great weekend, and hopefully, I'm not a good improviser.
I'm so hard right now.
I love
Both
it.
of you,
I love
all
it.
three of you, please enjoy your weekend.
I'm so like the voice just does it for me every time.
Ah,
Sturdy, you say something too, you dirty dog.
Well, I can't top that, but I do want to say this because I'm a 49ers fan, so go Niners this weekend. But everybody have a great, safe weekend. Have a great, safe time. And make sure you tune into the Scene Snobs tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time and watch their special. And if you don't, Jason's coming for you. I talked to him.
That's terrifying.
I love it. You guys are amazing. We're gonna kick you off, and but we love you guys and appreciate you watching.
Love you guys.
Okay.
Later, fellas.
Peace out, man.
Oh, happy Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th, dude. It's so much fun.
Oh, that was a
As
good
we're
time.
Chris is cheering on. Thank you, Chris. Hopefully everybody had fun. That felt like fun.
I feel like the movie quote or serial killer quote is shockingly good.
It's so close, right?
So close, man.
I had that thought on Monday. I was like, wow, probably do this.
And also really scary as to how many movie quotes I know. I always knew I knew more than I thought I did, but then you just rattled those off. I was like, that's not good. That's unhealthy. My brain, there's other things need to take up space in here.
Whereas you thought that, I went the other way, and I was like, I'm shocked at how many serial killer quotes I know.
Gosh, it's just like all those headstone epitaphs I remember. What?
Well, I never told anybody this, but I'm basically Dexter.
Oh,
so
cool. Well, I'm basically Poindexter. So our powers combined make for a real interesting story.
Oh my God. Congrats, Sturdy, again for doing it. Hey guys, we want to talk to you real quick.
Love you, Sturdy.
So tonight, again, if you guys are in for it, it's our Friday the 13th special. It's going to be a really fun time. We have some fun guests jumping on with us, talking horror. We're going to talk about the state of Carolina Fear Fest 2023. So please tune in. It's going to be on our channel. It's going to be on Carolina Fear Fest's Facebook page. So go check it out. Make sure to buy tickets. Come hang out with us. We have some fun things planned, and tonight you're going to find out about them. So let's but the main topic for the horror is going to be classic horror versus elevated horror. Not so much a competition or a fight between the two, but like the differences and how we feel about them. So so excited for that. But I also want to talk to you guys too about our Patreon. So our Patreon is going to be going through some changes, and we appreciate all our patrons that are on there now, and we're going to give you the full rundown as soon as we can. We're going to be moving to I have to double check, but it's either a 4 or 5 tier structure. We've structured everything out. Casey, my wife, everybody, we all sat down and we really structured this out. We've come up with some really cool incentives. But one of the big things that I want to announce now is that our live shows, every live show except for this one, is going behind the Patreon. This is the one where it's still in the morning. You can watch on the YouTube and the Twitch and stuff like that. But the Scene Snobs Podcast, Geeked Out Live, our movie reviews, everything else is going to be moving behind the Patreon. We appreciate you. We love you. They will still be available right after.
Absolutely.
So you go to YouTube and watch it right after the live has ended. The podcast, of course, will be available right after the live has ended.
But to be able to interact with us, to be able to join us in our loving conversations the way we like to do and the way we want to do, I think we kind of had to decide we had to make that a special thing and something that we really, want to interact with. And we love the interaction. We want as much interaction as we can have. So please, please, please join us for our lives. Join our Patreon and check us out live on Tuesdays and Sunday nights. And Sunday nights, you have all the power.
Yeah,
how awesome is that? You pick the topics. So
it's going to be a fun thing, but there's so much more to it that we're going to be doing, more shows being added, the whole nine. So we're going to have a really great time with it. So be sure to check that out. If you have any questions about it or joining up or anything like that, please feel free to reach out to us. We're happy to do it. And just so you guys know, the 3rd annual Snobbies are still going. The podcast submissions are open. We've got so many shows that have submitted.
So many. And we want you to just keep submitting. Keep sending us your favorite shows, your friend shows. We are all about the point of this award show is all about actually shining a light on those shows that would generally not be seen, that are generally quiet, or they're off in the corners in the far reaches of some random place but there's phenomenal stuff sitting out there that we really want to be able to shine a light on people who are doing wonderful, wonderful work in the podcasting world and independents primarily. So make sure to check it out and submit away.
Yes, but also if you want to be a judge, we are looking for judges still. Basically, all it comes down to is you're going to have a form of ratings in different areas, but you just have to listen to the episodes that are submitted by each show. So 1 episode per show. You listen to those, and then you will rate each one and send it back to us, and we'll do the calculations and everything. We have somebody to do that.
A tabulator, if you will.
Yeah, and it's funny because a lot of the people who were in it the last 2 years have not submitted yet. So we've gotten like an overabundant, like a big number of submissions, and a very small few percent of our returns. But I have talked to a lot of the returns, and they are getting ready to do it. They just haven't yet.
That's
so
exciting.
It's cool to see it's broadened, you know.
Yeah, that's really cool because I mean, we like to shine a spotlight. We like to praise people who are doing this out of passion, who are working hard at something they care about and they love. So we want to make sure to be able to, you know, continue to allow that spirit to thrive by, you know, giving it a little positive reinforcement.
Yeah. So, if you want to be a judge or you want to submit to thescenesnobs@gmail.com. We'll go from there. If you need the email, message us. We'll give it to you, but that's where we're kind of keeping everything right now. So check that out. We're excited for the Snobby Awards. We're excited for doing a State of the Con for Carolina Fear Fest. We're going to do an episode every month leading up. So tonight starts with the Friday the 13th. Of course, we talked about the Patreon. If you cannot do that or be a part of the Patreon, which we understand, it's like you just don't want to put out the money or whatever, that is completely fine. We're not jerks or greedy.
Well, sometimes
we appreciate it because any
not
of that
greedy,
helps keep this going.
But like, jerks, and they don't have to be mutually exclusive. We could be greedy or jerks, but we are not greedy. We're
not greedy jerks.
And we're not greedy jerks because that's a strong combination that we definitely are not.
I am greedy for ice cream. But
that's fair. Okay, I can be greedy for things.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Pops, if you will.
Yep. Art.
So so we're gonna have. So if you guys are cool with the Patreon, fine. But make sure to join the Discord because the SnobNation Discord is where it's at. We're having a lot of fun with it and stuff. Still be a part of the community. We would still love you to be a part of it and just kind of join in and be with everyone. So join up. All those links are down below. We also have a new affiliate, and the link is down below. All right. It's one of my favorite sites, and I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I'm going to pull it up for you guys now.
This is weird. What is it? Oh, no. What is one of your favorite sites? I don't know, man. Are we allowed? It's morning time. Are we allowed to show this on the onlines?
Oh, yeah. We are. It is Entertainment Earth. Entertainment Earth we're one of the affiliates for Entertainment Earth. They are like the leaders in cool collectibles and such, man. I mean, you can get pops, you can get figures, you can get so many things from here. And all these little pop-ups are painted.
I love their statuettes, man. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Look at this. It's like hot off the truck. So all you have to do if you want to look around Entertainment Earth is click our link. Our affiliate link is down below. We're going to put it everywhere else as well. But if you're looking for it, make sure you want something from Entertainment Earth. Click on the link below. I love Entertainment Earth. I order from there all the time. That's where I get a lot of my pops. One of the very cool ones that they did.
Well, you got your Russian doll from them too, didn't you?
What Russian doll?
The nesting doll, the one that twink, twink, twink. You take them all out, and there's just smaller ones inside.
I don't have a nesting doll.
I'm pretty sure I thought you had a nesting doll.
I don't think so.
Oh well, you're gonna have to get one.
And now I do. Yeah. Spider-Man Funko. There is a cool one I want to show you guys. That because I ordered the No Way Home pops, but where is it?
Oh, is that Charlie Cox's Daredevil?
Oh yeah, they got everything, dude. I love it. And that's him from No Way Home grabbing the brick.
Yeah.
I ordered this. I ordered all of these. These are these come in a 3-pack. I'm waiting for that to come. I ordered this one. You know, because I love Spider-Man. I collect Spider-Man pops quite often. Where's the Andrew Garfield one? There is a cool one that I have most of these. I love these. I love Spider-Man pops.
Wow, the classic X-Men action figures are amazing.
Oh, they're so cool, man. but they have a really fun one that I haven't ordered yet from Entertainment Earth, but I want to. Oh, they pre-sold out, but it will be available again.
Okay.
It's him with the mask in his mouth. Tell me that's not cool.
It's a great one. I love it.
I want it. So
I know you do. You're all about your
I'll
pops,
keep
bro.
going with it. So if you guys are interested in collectibles, things like that, go check out Entertainment Earth, but get there by clicking on our link. And you get 10. I think you get 10% off if you use our link. So that's pretty
through
cool.
the link. Yeah.
That is so awesome. Congrats on both of you. I'm proud and inspired by both of you. Dude, you're the man. We love this.
Thanks, man.
So
we're just plugging along. It's all this guy, by the way. So this man toils, puts in hours of countless work. He's phenomenal. Without him, there is no snobs. And without his wife, there is no continuing snobs.
I gave you such a backhanded compliment last night during our meeting. You weren't there because Casey couldn't make the meeting. He was working, but
I was at work, literally at my desk like this.
I was trying to give you the out.
No, I'm not going to take it because I got to be honest, man. I will not. I worked myself to sleep. Literally, I had pulled up the screen ready to go. It was like mouse on the button. I was like, sweet. And I just leaned back and I was out until 1 a.m., about 1:45 a.m.
I gave you a backdoor compliment. Yes, like a backhanded compliment, I should say.
Well, that's the way I like them. That's how you can feel the rings.
But it wasn't meant to be like hurtful or anything. I wasn't trying to do that.
I thought you were going to say it wasn't meant to be a compliment. I was just trying to be a jerk.
Well, we were talking, and the lady said to me, hey, we got to think about this. Like, why don't to pre-plan something? And I'm not announcing anything yet, but like to pre-plan something. And they're like, all right, maybe we'll give it to Casey or something down the line, because like so much was going on. I was like, listen, if it's something on the planning side, especially with the shows and things like that, I was like, just bring it straight to me. I was like, that's generally where my area is because I can work on it more. I was like, but I can't do the show without him. So I sort of made it sort of like that. Like Casey brings, I mess with Casey. Casey brings, all right, go ahead, man. I'll wrap up. I love
you guys. I love everybody. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you tonight at 8 p.m. for your Friday the 13th special. Until then, be kind to each other.
I'm going to save this story. But he had to go, so we love him. So I'm just going to do the rundown. I want to tell the story when he's here. So I want to thank our patrons already. Tim, Paul, Stacy, Matt, Aaron, Chris S., Chris H., George G3, Dan, John B., Ron, Jason, AJ, Dale, John W. Thank you guys so much. If you want to join up on our Patreon now, it's at patreon.com/thescenesnobs. Guys, the Snobs Nation Discord, we told you to join it earlier. Go check it out. The links are down below. It's a lot of fun. We would really appreciate it if you can hit like on our YouTube and subscribe, maybe share out. We're trying to build it up as much as possible. We have a lot of great shows. Tonight, of course, at 7 o'clock is Master Shakes. Master Shakes, I always mess this up. Moderately entertaining mixology minutes. It's a great show. We have a great time with it. And he's going to teach you drinks and how to make drinks and stuff like that. So go check it out. Very smart dude too. The Scene Snobs, shirts, mugs, stickers, and more. And now we have a puzzle. Yes, there is a Scene Snobs puzzle. I don't have a picture of it, but it is there. And if you go and you use promo code SNOBS at snobsmerch.com, you will get 10% off your order. Make sure to follow us everywhere at the Scene Snobs, or you can follow Casey at Plotums21 on Instagram, at Casey the Man on TikTok, at Twitty Night on Twitter. All right, guys, I am, of course, McMahon, one half of your Scene Snobs duo, and we appreciate you watching, listening, being a part of it. You guys are really awesome. Chris, thank you so much. I really appreciate the compliment. You guys are awesome. Dirty, thank you so much, man. That is so awesome. Congrats. I'm proud. You guys are just, it's the Snobs Nation that makes us feel good and has us doing this and really enjoying it. So we love you guys, and we appreciate you being a part of it. All right, we're going to go. We'll see you tonight at 8. Take care, everybody.